going to be. He gets away from one tackle. Lefty still running. Cuts back up. Lefty still on his feet. Lefty still on his feet. He's down the sideline. He's headed for pay dirt. Touchdown, Dragons! Games that happened last week, we've got some of those. We'll take a look at that. We'll have a preview of that. We'll also have a preview of all the games coming up tonight. We'll have a review of last week coming up right after this.
It's football time on the mountain. At Progressive Savings Bank, we know running your small business is a lot like coaching a team. You call the plays that drive your business towards success, and we're your number one fan. After all, you provide the products, the services, and jobs that keep our local economy moving forward. We partner with small businesses to help you reach your financial goals with free business checking and flexible financing to help operate and grow your business with the right financial equipment to keep you in the game. This is Mark Justice wishing our York Dragons a successful football season. We are proud once again to sponsor Dragon First Downs. Progressive Savings Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
That's because the guy from Alabama is being reaching Head back here at Red Bank High School. We're discussing philosophy right now, folks. Yeah, we've got football action go here just a moment. As you know, last week a lot of big games were played. Let's take a minute and go back and rewind with Dennis and the guys from Friday Night Thunder.
The first week of the Tennessee High School football playoffs are in the books. I'm Dennis Weaver of Friday Night Thunder. Give us 3 minutes and we'll look at the highlights for all 9 classifications after Friday night's contest statewide. This is the Friday Night Thunder Week 12 Rewind. In Division 2, Class Single A, Middle Tennessee Christian got a win at Tipton Rosemark. Kings Academy destroyed Clarksville Academy, and Fayette Academy defeated Chattanooga Grace. In Division 2 Class AA, Notre Dame Pop Lipscomb Academy, Knoxville Grace rolled up Good Pasture, FRA stopped St. George's, and USJ defeated ECS. In Division 2 Class AAA, only 3 games on tap as MUS shut out St. Benedict, Baylor stopped Innsworth, and Father Ryan defeated Pope John Paul II. In Class 6A, Farragut survived a scare from Cleveland, Oakland bounced Lebanon, Blackman ambushed Hendersonville, Cookeville outlasted Rossview, Riverdale upset undefeated Mount Juliet, Independence shocked Smyrna, and Memphis Central walked into Cordova and got the upset win by 1. In Class 5A, Knox Central went on the road and shut out Daniel Boone. It was South Doyle getting a win at the Stone Castle over Tennessee. Knoxville West got a road win at Ray County. Summit used a big second half to defeat Hillwood. Hillsboro rolled up Shelbyville. Southwind got an upset win at Clarksville Northeast, and Brighton spanked Dyer County. In Class 4A, Chattanooga Central edged Sullivan South. Nolensville got their first ever playoff win in their first ever playoff game over Livingston Academy. Maplewood stopped Stone Memorial. Spring Hill surprised Macon County. Obion County got a win on the road at Craigmont, and Dyersburg shocked first-seeded Memphis East. In Class 3A, Johnson County barely edged Northview Academy. York Institute slayed Signal Mountain. Giles County cut down Sycamore. And Raleigh, Egypt moved to 11-0 with a Thursday win over Bolivar. In Class 2A, Rockwood destroyed Hampton. Happy Valley blanked Oneida. Eagleville surprised Riverside in Decatur County. Waverly won big over Forest. And Adamsville surprised number 1 seeded Fairleigh. In Class 1A, Coalfield buried Hancock County. South Pittsburgh whitewashed Monterey. Cornersville crushed Hollow Rock Brewston. Franklin Grace got a huge upset win at Wayne County. And Westwood shut out Greenfield on Thursday night. That does it for the Friday Night Thunder Week 12 Rewind. You can see all the scores from our scoreboard available at our website, FridayNightThunder.com. Make sure you follow the Sports Plus scoreboard every week through the Blue Cross Bowl at FridayNightThunder.com. This has been Dennis Weaver for Friday Night Thunder. The second season enters its second week as the Tennessee High School football playoffs roll on. Hey folks, Dennis Weaver here of Friday Night Thunder with your Week 13 preview. We'll begin our preview in Class 6A as Bradley Central visits Dobbins-Bennett, Maryville hosts Farragut, Oakland hosts Blackman in a rematch of Region 3, Riverdale travels to Cookeville to take on Cookeville at Tennessee Tech, Brentwood goes to Cane Ridge, Independence visits Ravenwood, Whitehaven plays host to Memphis Central, and Germantown plays host to White Station. In Class 5A, Knox Central visits Sevier County, Knox Halls hosts South Doyle, Knox West visits Oak Ridge, Knox Catholic hosts Knox Fulton, Page will travel to Summit, Hillsborough goes to Beach, Mumford will be at Henry County, and Southwind visits Brighton. In Class 4A, Chattanooga Central travels up to East Tennessee to take on Greenville. Anderson County at 11-0 hosts Elizabethton. Nolensville, after their first playoff win, visits Maplewood. Marshall County hosts Spring Hill. Jackson Southside visits White House. Lexington hosts Springfield. Bryan County travels to Haywood, and Dyersburg travels to Crockett County. In Class 3A, undefeated Johnson County hosts Austin East. Kingston visits Alcoa. Red Bank hosts York Institute. Loudon travels to Smith County. Pearl Cone plays host to East Nashville. Giles County visits Fairview. Covington will host Milan. And South Gibson travels to take on undefeated Raleigh Egypt. In Class 2A, Rockwood visits Sullivan North. Unbeaten Meigs County hosts Happy Valley. Watertown visits Tyner. Trousdale County welcomes Marion County to the Creek Bank. Eagleville gets a region rematch with Columbia Academy in Columbia. Lewis County travels to Waverly. Douglas visits Union City. And in a Region 7 rematch, Peabody plays host to Adamsville. In Class 1A, Cloudland plays host to Coalfield. Oliver Springs visits Greenback. Unbeaten South Pittsburgh welcomes Joe Byrne to the Pirate Ship. Whitwell travels to Gordonsville. Cornersville plays host to Franklin Grace in a Region 5 rematch at Frog Bottom. Moore County visits Huntingdon. Hillcrest travels to Dresden, and Westwood plays host to Lake County. It's the quarterfinal round for Division II, and AAA MUS is at Brentwood Academy, McCauley at Briarcrest, Baylor is at MBA, and Father Ryan visits Christian Brothers. In AA, Knox Grace visits Notre Dame, Knox Webb visits CPA, Lausanne plays host to FRA, and BGA plays host to USJ. And in Class Single A, Middle Tennessee Christian visits Friendship Christian, Nashville Christian plays host to Kings Academy, Mount Juliet Christian visits unbeaten Davidson Academy, and DCA plays host to Fayette Academy. That does it for the Friday Night Thunder Week 13 preview. This has been Dennis Weaver for Friday Night Thunder.
And thank you, Dennis. Welcome back to Red Bank High School. We're set for some football action tonight. This one should be a good one as York takes on Red Bank, 2 9-2 teams. Winner goes on, loser goes home, so it's win to stay in. It's a big one here tonight. And the winner advances to take on either Loudon or Smith County. We'll have a little bit on that coming up a little bit later. But first, we're going to take our last spot from Progressive Savings Bank, and then we'll be back with more from Red Bank High School.
Cheer this year for all our school teams and activities. Get behind our local schools. Join the parent-teachers group and help improve the quality of education. Sponsor school activities. Go to a ball game, hear a concert, reach higher. Progressive Savings Bank, insured by FDIC.
Everything we do, it's true. We do for you.
And back here at Red Bank High School, we're set for some football action. This one should be a good one, folks, as Red Bank comes in 9-2. York also coming in 9-2, and this one should be a humdinger, folks. So we're looking for a good one here tonight. Now, these two teams, as I said, they've never played each other. They do have a couple of common opponents. Both played Signal Mountain. York won 49-21. Red Bank 40-12. They both played Sequatchie County. York won 20-14. Red Bank 21-13. So pretty much identical as far as teams they played. Now, of course, last week Loudon knocked off Upperman, sent the Bees home 35-20, while Smith County beat Sweetwater 46-26. That's why this week Smith County is at home, and they are taking on Loudon this week. Loudon, who eliminated Upperman last week. In some single A last week, Coalfield crushed Hancock County 56-6. And let's see, a couple other games of interest from around the area. Single A, Whitwell over Clay County 65-6. 6. Joe Burns knocked off Copper Basin, and Gordonsville dumped Lookout Valley. While in 2A, it was Happy Valley over Oneida, 22-zip. Tyner eliminated Jackson County 49-7. And in 4A, a big upset, a lot of folks thought was a huge upset. It was Nolensville eliminating Livingston Academy last week, 21-14. First ever playoff win for Nolensville High School, so congratulations to them as they got their first ever win. Unfortunately, it was against the Livingston Wildcats. Marshall County last week eliminated DeKalb County as they rolled by a final of 42-0. Maplewood eliminated Stone 32-8, and Cookeville beat Rossville 21-13. Now they announced the Mr. Football, I should say. I'm getting ahead of myself. I almost said basketball. That's next week. As our football finalists, Single A, of course, Parker McKinney from Coalfield, and Braxton Givens from Gordonsville up for the Single A. And the 3A, Mr. Calvin Jackson III, who will be on the field tonight against York, is going to be one of those finalists, and they have got to shut him down because he has over 1,600 yards rushing the football. We'll see what York can do. It's going to be a little bit different. They are a lot like Signal Mountain, like to play that up-paced, throw the football game, and we'll see how that goes for them against York, who played very well against Signal Mountain, who did that last week. And a big thank you now to our sponsors for our live broadcast. They are Fentress Farmers Co-op, First Volunteer Bank, Dairy Queen of Jamestown, Mike Cross, Fentress County Executive, State Representative John Mark Wendell, Hall's Family Pharmacy, Jamestown Family Chiropractic, Condition Heating and Cooling, Twin Lakes Telephone Cooperative, Mid-Thrift Pharmacy, Upper Cumberland Federal Credit Union, Pizza Hut in Jamestown, Registered Deeds Trish Slavin, Jamestown Regional Medical Center, and Casey's Frontier Chevrolet, our sponsors for our playoff football here on WDEB, along with State Representative Kelly Keesley, State Senator Ken Yeager, and of course our halftime stats brought to you by Old Ben Franklin Ford. And don't forget the Coach Derwin Wright Sports Show Monday, brought to you by the Union Bank. And Friday Night Thunder a little bit later, brought to you by Plateau Pallets. That's out on Highway 62 East in Clark Range. Good guys out there helping you bring you Friday Night Thunder. Now, a lot of big games around the area, and this one's the big one for us as we'll get started a little early. We'll give you a little update maybe a little later on Smith County, but they don't start for another hour, so we'll be updating Terry before he updates us. Let's take a quick timeout, and then we'll be back with who wins the coin toss right after this.
When it comes to watching sports, there's no telling what you'll hear.
No!
But when you order Pizza Hut for the game, you know exactly what you'll hear.
Yeah.
What the? Oh, that looks fantastic.
Your favorite pizza.
Ooh.
Those awesome wings.
What?
Plus sides and
Vegas.
desserts.
Yeah.
All waiting at pizzahut.com. So order now, because no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Now, who did you say,
game?
Mila Moon and
Product
who?
availability, prices, participation, delivery areas,
Mila
and
Moon
charges
and
and
who?
minimum purchase required for
say
delivery
Mila.
may vary. Delivery
Not Moon,
charges
she's not Moon
protected.
anymore. Now, Mila's not a Moon anymore, though, is she? Nephew.
Speed limit
I didn't see
55.
who won the coin toss.
Right
That's
turn
what
only.
everybody's looking for
Exit
now.
here. With some
Oh.
signs, it's clear what you're supposed to do. But heart attack warning signs aren't always this obvious.
3.
They can feel like arm pain,
3.
nausea, dizziness, shortness of breath, fatigue. If you experience the warning signs, call 911. And know that at Tenova Healthcare, we're here to help when you need us.
And back here at Red Bank High School, where we want to say hello to Tabitha Dillon and Mila Lefew. Mila, hey, wait a minute. That's the quarterback's mom. What's she doing in Vegas? She's supposed to be here. Anyway, but they're out in Vegas listening on WDBRadio.com. I'm glad you joined us on WDBRadio.com, wherever you're listening to us from. We're just having a good time. You're getting ready for some football action. After the drive down here, anything beats that, folks. Yeah, never follow GPS when you're going on that, folks, unless you want to meet some roads that you can see your taillights. Because we came around the curve. This is the honest truth. We came around the curve on these back streets, and we had to stop and back up to get around it. It was that bad. These roads are terrible, folks. So, but we found out there's an easier way to get in, and of course we took the wrong way. But that's about par for me and Whitney, for me and Jordan here. I keep calling her Whitley. I'm change your name. You got to change your name to Whitley. But it's going to be York receiving the football as Red Bank will kick it off. It's time, folks, to line them up, kick it off, and get it on. It's round 2 of the TSSAA state playoffs. York and Red Bank. It will be to kick it away. Braulio Velasquez. I hope that's right. Velasquez. I'll get it right. Velasquez. There, I've got it. Now I've heard the PA announcer announce it. I've got it right this time. Velasquez going to kick it off. And back deep is for York. You've got Rex Rote and Lathan Drake. Here we go. The TSSAA round 2 underway. It's going to be a little scrub kick. That's going to be taken by the up man, and he'll get up to the 45-yard line before he's brought down. So a good start by York as on the return, that is for the Dragons, number 22 on the return, and that is Johan West. Johan, good job. He got the little squib kick and just took off up the field, picked up about 6 yards. Dragons got great field position to start it. They're going to have 1st and 10 at their own 46. And here comes the four-headed monster, as it will be Chad Lefew under center. You've got Cooper in the backfield. You've got Probst to the left. You've got Rex Rote to the right. Here we go. First play of the game, they're going to hand it off to Rex Rote, left side. He's looking inside, cut off and dropped right at the line of scrimmage. Got nowhere on that one. Great D by the guys from and Kevin tell me I need to turn my mic up, Kevin. I'm as hot as I can go, brother. It's as hot as it'll go as we get set for the second play. Now it's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Dragons from their own 46-yard line. It'll be Lefew under center. He's got a man in motion. This time goes right up the middle to Cole Cooper. Still pounding. Gets to the 49, and he's finally stopped just shy of the 50-yard line. Hard running by the Coal Train as it's going to be now 2nd and about 6, or 3rd and 6 for the Dragons. 3rd and 6 for York. The Dragons needing to get down to the 44 of Red Bank. Up comes Lefew under center. Got a man in motion, going to give it off. Oh, and Rex Rote tripped up over the quarterback and goes down, loses about 3 yards. So that was a miscue as Rex Rote tripped over Lefew's foot and goes down. So the Dragons will go 1-2-3 kick, and it'll be first down, first possession coming up for the Lions of Red Bank High School. The Lions come in the number 6 team in the state. They've got Mr. Football finalist Calvin Jackson III. We'll see what he can do when he gets the football. Their quarterback is Maddox Wilkie, and that short kick's going to be over to the sideline, going to go out of bounds right at the 31-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Lions as they'll have 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line. We'll see what the Lions can do, and if York can stop the Lions' rushing attack, we'll see what they do here. The Lions coming up. The Lions coming up with their first possession, and here we go. They'll coming up. They've got at quarterback Maddox Wilkie. Wilkie going to come up, and he's going to be in the shotgun. He's got to left him Kay Brown, or Zay Brown, I should say. And they got the double wing formation. They're going to hand it, nope, going to fake, going to pitch it out quickly over the side. And falling down was number 5, as that was Calvin Jackson. And York got a big break on that one because Jackson looked like he had a lot of room up the sideline. The pass was just a little bit high, and he falls trying to catch it, and they lose a yard. So 2nd down now for the Yellow Jackets, or for the Lions, and so they were at the 31-yard line. They moved them up to the 44. I must have had a penalty I didn't see. I must have been napping on that one or something. Didn't see that penalty. But anyways, 2nd and 11 now from the 44. This time they'll hand it over to the right side to number 10. He's trying to get outside. Still trying to come back. Goes down, and he is stopped right there. Tried to make the cut, and he is dropped right at the original line of scrimmage. Pick up a 1. Going to make it 3rd and 10 now for the Lions. Good job by Lefew on that one as they were able to shut him down. And now we'll see coming up in the shotgun is going to be Wilkie. Wilkie's got 3 to the left, 2 to the right. York needs to get some heat on him. And now York's going to jump off sides. Hard count gets York to jump. And that'll give them 5 freebie. So a hallmark moment there. Get your 5 free, and thank you very much. Makes it 3rd and manageable. That might change the play just a little bit. York can ill afford a lot of penalties here tonight, as now it's going to be 3rd and 5 from right at midfield. Back in the shotgun goes Wilkie. Wilkie gets the snap. He's looking. York's trying to get some heat on. He throws it downfield. Got a man out there, and he's going to haul it in, still on his feet, and now he's going to be slung down the 25-yard line. That was a heck of a catch there by the receiver for the Lions, as he was able to go down and get that one. And a good open field tackle there, as that was number 10 on the reception, David Cosby. Cosby, that throw was low, and Cosby able to come up with it. Makes it 1st and 10 for the Lions at York's 25-yard line. Red Bank with the first pass completion of the game. And it'll be 1st and 10 now for the Lions. They'll be in the shotgun, got a man in motion. They'll take the snap, they'll fake it, they'll hand it off up the middle, and that's going to stop the football. York picks it up. York gets the first turnover of the night, as coming up with it as it hit the ground, and York's number 30, I believe that was Dawson Threed, and Dawson Threed. And wait a minute.
Correction, 2nd down, Red Bank.
I don't get that. He dropped the football. York come up with it, and now the official is saying it's 2nd down. What was that call? Oh, no, we got Willie Quickwhistle's brother out here tonight, I believe. I don't understand that. The guy dropped the ball going through the line, and York come up with a loose ball, but they give it back to Red Bank. It's 2nd and 10. I'm not sure what that call was. Wilkie fakes handoff. He's going to keep it himself, go up the middle, jumps one player, still on his feet, gets down to about the 12-yard line before he's brought down. It's going to be 1st and 10 Lions. And I'm not sure what that was. They had, it looked like the Lions fumbled the football. York come up with Dawson Creek was there to pick it up. And they give it back to the Lions. So it's now 1st and 10 for the Lions inside the red zone at the 14-yard line. Wilkie getting the signal. Wilkie in the shotgun, got 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Nobody in the backfield. Now we got to shift back into the backfield. They're going to bring Zay Brown in the backfield with him. They'll take the snap, hand it off to Brown. Brown's going to shoot through the middle. Brown's in the end zone for a touchdown. Lions. Touchdown Lions. 7:07 left to go in the first quarter. And Red Bank on the scoreboard first, as they just scoot home with a 13-yard run by Zay Brown. Nobody touched him, and he's into the end zone, and the York Dragons find himself quickly in a hole. Still trying to figure out on that fumble, folks. It looked like a fumble to me. I don't. We'll have to see what we found out on that when Velasquez tries the extra points. Velasquez now snap down. The kick is up. The kick is good. So with 7:07 to go in the first, it's 7-0 Lions.
Twin Lakes is your local, knowledgeable, and friendly source for all things connectivity. We strive every day to deliver reliable, cutting-edge communication solutions. From broadband internet to HDTV, reliable voice, security, and smart home solutions, we have what you need and want. But that's not all. We have 7 local offices staffed by your friends and neighbors. We are your community partner and care about taking our areas forward. We want to create quality jobs, opportunities for our youth, partner with local organizations to make a difference, and so much more. Stop by and say hi or visit us online at twlakes.coop. TN cert number C-0026.
Well, folks, the Lions get on the scoreboard, and you've heard the old song, I'm going to hire a wino to decorate my home. I'm going to hire a referee to do color commentary to me, because evidently I don't know what I'm talking about. It looked like a fumble on that one, and York come up with it, and they gave it back to the Lions, and then they punch it in from 13 yards, and it's 7-0 Red Bank. And Velasquez will kick off. York's got a couple of men back deep. Velasquez last time pooch kicked it, and Johan West took it at about the 40-yard line, got up to the 46. So now Velasquez will kick off again, and this one's going to be another pooch. That's going to be over this side once again to Johan. And no, that's number 17, and he's got to move. He gets up all the way to midfield. Good move that time by the Dragons, as that was Austin Johnson on the return. Austin, they put him over there, and he comes back up, gets it York at midfield. So York 1st and 10, their second possession of the ball game. I got to find out at halftime or sometime. Well, that was not a fumble. I just maybe I'm getting old and my eyes are deceiving me or something, but it sure looked like the ball hit the ground and Dawson Creek come up with it. Now York with a 1st and 10 at midfield. Got a man in motion. They'll give it to Probst. Probst on the right side. Breaks one tackle. Breaks another. Still on his feet. Still pushing forward. Gets up to about the 43-yard line as the Beast unleashes a 7-yard run to start this one. Just hard running by the Beast on that one as he gets up 7. York trying to get back to even with the lines as York with the 2nd and 3 now at the 43-yard line of Red Bank. York got power run game they like to do, the 4-headed dragon. And now here goes the Dragon. This time they'll get to Rex Road. He's trying to skirt the left side. He's being chased. He's going to get the 1st down and a little more. Gets about 6 on the carry. Going to make it 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line of Red Bank. And now we got a stoppage of play by the official as we got a injured line down, and I can't see from here who it is. It was a player that made the tackle, but he is down, and hopefully this young man's okay as he went down hard after a tough tackle. But we got a quick timeout on the field, so we'll take a break and we'll be right back.
Whether you're competing on the athletic field or working hard in the classroom, remember you have the support of First Volunteer Bank, the bank with personality. We're behind you 100% of the way. Good luck to all the area teams. Play tough and play fair. And remember, when it comes to helping you with your banking needs, we're First Volunteer Bank, the bank with personality. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And now over and over, it's First Volunteer for you.
It's that time of the year again when temperature is dropping and folks are enjoying the crisp air. This means it's also time to schedule your fall maintenance. Before you ask your poor furnace to keep you warm all winter long, let our technicians come tune up for maximum performance. Call Condition Heating and Cooling, your Carrier factory authorized dealer, to save the most energy dollars all winter. Carrier, turn to the experts.
Conditioned heating and cooling.
Fitros County Register of Deeds Trish Slavin has one thing to say: Go Dragons! Everyone in the Register of Deeds office is so proud of each and every one of you. You have had an outstanding season, and we know it will continue during the playoffs all the way to the Blue Cross Bowl in Cookeville. So go Dragons from Fitros County Register of Deeds, Trish Slavin. And folks, we just found out that the young man may have a broken leg over there on the far side. They're going to bring in an ambulance to take him off, and I'm not sure if it's I think it's either 26 or 28. My vision's not that good. It's going to be number 44? 28. So 28 is the player that's injured. That is... Number 28 is Xavier Doss, and we hope for his sake that he's only a minor injury, but they are going to err on the side of caution on this one, so they're going to bring an ambulance in. That's going to take us a few minutes, so we're going to take a timeout, and we'll be back in just a few.
He's on the 30. He's on the 20. He's on the 10. It's a touchdown.
There's nothing like football. The lights, the cheers of the crowd, and getting a chance to see our local athletes and kids give it all they've got. Come to a game. Support our local schools. Upper Cumberland Federal Credit Union, a better way to bank. Federally insured by NCUA. Online at ucfcu.org.
Dr. William Allen at Jamestown Family Chiropractic has been providing chiropractic care for equestrians for many years. From injuries, skeletal misalignments to balance and posture, Dr. Allen knows that chiropractic care can improve the equestrian's overall wellness. Whether it's work or hobby, Jamestown Family Chiropractic can help you to establish and maintain a healthy, pain-free lifestyle. Call them today at 879-8931.
Coach Charles Vaughn, 17 years of coaching. He took his team to the state playoffs and led them in multiple district and bowl championships. His life modeled teamwork, integrity, and hard work. I'm Joey Vaughn, and this man not only was my dad, but he was my coach. I grew up learning these values, and they are a large part of what Meadow-Thrift Pharmacy is founded on. Come out and support our 2017 York football team.
My husband Mark and I are huge fans of the DQ $5 lunch. It's a home meal.
Plus a sundae.
For just $5. We each got chicken strips, fries, and a drink.
Plus a sundae.
Talk about a full tray.
Plus a sundae.
That's some sweet math.
Plus a
sundae.
Yeah, a sundae. I say that a lot.
Got it.
Actually, it's not just math. It's Fanonomics. Come in for the DQ $5 lunch and get your choice of one of 3 entrees, fries, and a drink, plus a sundae, all for $5. Only at your DQ. This is fan food, not fast food. For a limited time only at participating locations, excludes taxes.
And back here, folks, we're waiting for an ambulance. They're going to take Xavier Doss off. We hope we just keep our prayers going out for him and his family. As this young man, they said they thought it might be a femur bone in his upper part of his leg. So that could be a very, very tough, and a extremely painful injury to this young man. And this is not the way you want to start a ball game. We're only about halfway through the first quarter, and we've got a major injury here in this first quarter. So that's going to hold us up for a while. So we're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be back in just a moment with more from Red Bank High School.
It's time to get out and support our local teams. Hall Family Pharmacy has all the gear you need to cheer on your favorite team. Our Jamestown store has the purple and yellow for York, and our Clark Range store is stocked up with the blue and gold for Clark Range. Oh yeah, there's plenty of orange from Volunteer Traditions and Give Her 6 at both locations to cheer on the Vols. We are proud of our sports families at each school. It's fun and healthy to take pride in our state and our community, and we have all the equipment you need to look good and have a good time. Hall Family Pharmacy. Our family, your health.
Fentress Farmers Co-op, happy to be a proud sponsor of York Dragon football. We wish you a winning season. Every game is a success when you have played your best. Fentress Farmers Co-op, bringing you quality products from feed, seed, and fertilizer, to automotive, to animal health and pet products, to gas, diesel, and propane, to clothing and boots for the family and a gift shop. All this and much more at Fentress Farmers Co-op, 1219 Old Highway 127 South, Jamestown. Go Dragons!
As a former educator and now York County executive, J. Michael Cross is a proud sponsor of the York and Clark Range sports programs. His passion for the betterment of Fentress County, his vision and determination are all evident in his life. He has plans to see the people of Fentress County prosper by making wise use of every available resource. And J. Michael Cross has the wisdom to keep his ear tuned to the needs of the people.
Panic at the dealership. Sharice here from Casey's Frontier Chevrolet. I've added too many cars to my cart and now my lot is overrun. It's an inventory apocalypse. So right now, I'll give you up to $6,000 off any nicer, newer car on the lot. Does your credit score scare off other dealers? Don't boo-hoo. We've got you. Our For the People credit approval process takes the nail biting out of car buying. And with up to $6,000 off, it won't last long. Check us out at CaseyChevy.com. We're the dealership in the cow pasture.
Credit requires bank approval. Vehicle purchase price affects actual discount. Negative equity may be refinanced. Offer absolutely ends October 31st, 2017.
Well, folks, we are back here at Red Bank High School, and I know you're saying, where's the football game, Will? We've got an injury timeout on the field. We've got a young man that's injured, and they're waiting, I believe, for an ambulance to come and take him to a local medical facility. It is Red Bank's Xavier Doss, and this young man's a freshman, so I'm not sure if he's a freshman or not, because on our roster, everybody's a freshman. They've got a whole school full of freshmen, but no, he's a young man, a starter for this team that they will need to badly if they win or whatever. Even if they don't win, you hate to see this young man out for this football game, and probably even if they was to advance for the rest of the tournament. So, and an accident like or an injury like this can do one or two things to a team. You got some of the teams that will fold. They will, if something happens like this, they just really can't get back from it. Then you got other teams that this fires up. So we'll just see which team shows up for Red Bank. If it's the team that wants to get fired up and play well for this young man, or just the fact that they want to they may be upset and maybe it's hard for them to keep playing. We'll just see. That's still up in the air, but we'll see that here in just a moment. Red Bank is leading York 7-0 with 6:15 left to go here in the first quarter, and we've got an injury as we sit on the field. And what I'm understanding, they are waiting for a ambulance to come, and it looks like the York players are going to go down to the far end of the field and maybe stretch. Maybe both teams are going to go down and try to keep warm. Very chilly night here at Red Bank High School, so that's one thing you don't want to do. You risk these kids standing around for very long, getting cold and injuring themselves, pulling some muscles or something this cold weather, because it is cool out here at Red Bank High School. And we're just, as I said, waiting right now. We got an injured player, and we are in hold position right at the moment, and we're going to take another timeout. Don't forget, coming up on Tuesday night, folks, we'll be beginning basketball season. That's right, it's basketball time. And coming up Tuesday night, we will have the live play-by-play of York at Monterey to tip off the basketball season here on WDB, so be sure to join us for that. We're going to take another timeout, though, right now as we await. They're waiting on the ambulance to remove this young man. And our thoughts and prayers going out to the Xavier Doss family, as he is, and looks to be in a lot of pain over across the way, and we hope this young man's okay. That's the major thing. There's a lot of things in this world besides football, and that's one of them. This young man's future is one of them, so that's way more important than football. So we hope this young man's okay, and we're going to take another timeout, and then we'll be back in just a few minutes with more from Red Bank High School.
When it comes to watching sports, there's no telling what you'll hear.
No!
But when you order Pizza Hut for the game, you know exactly what you'll hear.
What the? Oh, that looks fantastic.
Your favorite pizza.
Ooh.
Those awesome wings.
What?
Plus sides and desserts.
Yeah.
All waiting at pizzahut.com. So order now, because no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Huh. What game?
Product availability, prices, participation, delivery areas, and charges and minimum purchase required for delivery may vary. Delivery charges not a driver tip.
Speed limit 55. Right turn only. Exit here. With some signs, it's clear what you're supposed to do. But heart attack warning signs aren't always this obvious. They can feel like arm pain, nausea, dizziness, shortness of breath, fatigue. If you experience the warning signs, call 911 and know that at Tenova Healthcare, we're here to help when you need us.
Twin Lakes is your local, knowledgeable, and friendly source for all things connectivity. We strive every day to deliver reliable, cutting-edge communication solutions. From broadband internet to HDTV, reliable voice, security, and smart home solutions, we have what you need and want. But that's not all. We have 7 local offices staffed by your friends and neighbors. We are your community partner and care about taking our areas forward. We want to create quality jobs, opportunities for our youth, partner with local organizations to make a difference, and so much more. Stop by and say hi or visit us online at twlakes.coop. Insert number C-0026.
Whether you're competing on the athletic field or working hard in the classroom, remember you have the support of First Volunteer Bank, the bank with personality. We're behind you 100% of the way. Good luck to all the area teams. Play tough and play fair. And remember, when it comes to helping you with your banking needs, we're First Volunteer Bank, the bank with personality. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And now over and over. It's First Volunteer for you.
It's that time of the year again when temperature is dropping and folks are enjoying the crisp air. This means it's also time to schedule your fall maintenance. Before you ask your poor furnace to keep you warm all winter long, let our technicians come tune up your system for maximum performance. Call Condition Heating and Cooling, your Carrier factory authorized dealer, to save the most energy dollars all winter. Carrier, turn to the experts.
Conditioned heating and cooling.
Fentress County Register of Deeds Trish Slavin has one thing to say: Go Dragons! Everyone in the Register of Deeds office is so proud of each and every one of you. You have had an outstanding season, and we know it will continue during the playoffs all the way to the Blue Cross Bowl in Cookeville. So go Dragons from Fentress County Register of Deeds, Trish Slavin.
He's on the 30. He's on the 20. He's on the 10. It's a touchdown!
There's nothing like football. The lights, the cheers of the crowd, and get local athletes and kids give it all they've got. Come to a game. Support our local schools. Upper Cumberland Federal Credit Union, a better way to bank. Federally insured by NCUA. Online at ucfcu.org.
Dr. William Allen at Jamestown Family Chiropractic has been providing chiropractic care for equestrians for many years. From injuries, skeletal misalignments to balance and posture, Dr. Allen knows that chiropractic care can improve the equestrian's overall wellness. Whether it's work or hobby, Jamestown Family Chiropractic can help you to establish and maintain a healthy, pain-free lifestyle. Call them today at 879-8931.
Coach Charles Vaughn, 17 years of coaching. He took his team to the state playoffs and led them in multiple district and bowl championships. His life modeled teamwork, integrity, and hard work. I'm Joey Vaughn, and this man not only was my dad, but he was my coach. I grew up learning these values, and they are a large part of what Meadowthrift Pharmacy is founded on. Come out and support our 2017 York football team.
And we're back here at Red Bank High School where the ambulance is here now, and they're getting ready to remove this young man from the field. They said now that it could be possibly a hip, so we're hoping this young man, Xavier Doss, is okay because, like I said earlier, folks, there's more important things than football. I mean, I know that a lot of people say, hey, that's the most important thing. No, it ain't. This young man's health is more important. We hope that he's going to be okay. Now, we were discussing how long it took the ambulance to get here. Evidently, they went Anderson Pike to get here. Because if you go Anderson Pike, folks, you better be planning on taking a long time to get here. But anyway, they're going to remove this young man now, and then we'll be back to football action here in just a few minutes. And hopefully, as once again, our prayers and thoughts go out to the Xavier Doss and his family as they're going to take him off and take him to a local hospital and have him checked out. And we wish him the very, very best.
My husband Mark and I are huge fans of the DQ $5 lunch. It's a home meal.
Plus a sundae.
For just $5. We each got chicken strips, fries, and a drink.
Plus a sundae.
Talk about a full tray.
Plus a sundae.
That's some sweet math.
Plus a
sundae.
Yeah, a sundae. I say that a lot.
Got it.
Actually, it's not just math. It's Fanonomics. Come in for the DQ $5 lunch and get your choice of one of 3 entrees, fries, and a drink, plus a sundae, all for $5. Only at your DQ. This is fan food, not fast food. For limited time only, participating locations excludes taxes.
It's time to get out and support our local teams. Hall Family Pharmacy has all the gear you need to cheer on your favorite team. Our Jamestown store has the purple and yellow for York, and our Clark Range store is stocked up with the blue and gold for Clark Range. Oh yeah, there's plenty of orange from Volunteer Traditions and Give Her 6 at both locations to cheer on the Vols. We are proud of our sports families at each school. It's fun and healthy to take pride in our state and our community, and we have all the equipment you need to look good and have a good time. Hall Family Pharmacy. Our family, your health.
Ventures Farmers Co-op, happy to be a proud sponsor of York Dragon football. We wish you a winning season. Every game is a success when you have played your best. Ventures Farmers Co-op bringing you quality products from feed, seed, and fertilizer to automotive, to animal health and pet products, to gas, diesel, and propane, to clothing and boots for the family and the gift shop. All this and much more at Ventures Farmers Co-op, 1219 Old Highway 127 South, Jamestown. Go Dragons!
When it comes to a state representative, actions speak louder than words is Representative John Mark Wendell's motto. John Mark has been a majority floor leader, a member of the House Transportation, Agriculture, and Natural Resources Committees. Locally, he's been a leader in keeping state funding for York Institute, and if one of his constituents has a concern, then it's John Mark's too. So when it comes to state representatives, I guess actions do speak louder than words.
And it does appear they have Xavier Doss loaded onto the gurney, and they're going to wheel him off, take him to a local medical facility, and we'll be back to football action here in just a moment. Once again, we want to send out our prayers and our best wishes to the Doss family, and hopefully this young man's okay, as he went down hard over there, and we have had probably about a 15 to 20-minute delay here in the game, as this game kicked off we're at the 6:15 mark, and it kicked off at 7, and we're now at the bottom of the hour, so we've been about a 24-minute delay in this ball game. So that's a tough way to start a playoff game, and we wish the very best for him. And now we'll see what York can do. York's got it 1st and 10. We get back to action. They're at the 30 about the 38-yard line of Red Bank. And we wish, once again, we wish the Doss family all the best, as hopefully this young man's okay and they'll take him to a local facility and it'll be something minor. And better be safe than sorry, though. So here we go, folks. We're back to football action. York's going to have it 1st and 10 at the 38 of Red Bank. York trying to answer the Red Bank score. They took it down and scored on their first possession. A 13-yard run by number 2, Zay Brown. Zay Brown went in from the 13, and now York trying to answer back. The Dragons with that 4-headed monster come to the line of scrimmage. It'll be Lefevue under center. Lefevue takes the snap, drops back looking for somebody. He's going to throw it deep. He's got a man out there, but it's going to be too far, way too far ahead of the intended receiver. And York's receiver, Lathan Drake, won a penalty. He said he was held, but the official said no. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 10 now for the Dragons from the 38. And this is for York definitely 4-down territory. They won't punt the ball from here, as unless they lose yardage. It's going to be a 4-down territory for the Dragons. Lefevue will come up, tried to get the quick hitter, but just a little too far for Lathan Drake. And here we go, 2nd and 10 now for the Dragons. Got a man in motion. They're going to give it to Probst. Right side, Probst going to come back. Ooh, and he is met and dropped. Good job by the defense on that one, as coming up and laying the stick on that one was number 8, Kendrick Richardson, as he come up and drilled Probst right at the line of scrimmage. So now it's going to be 3rd and 10 for the Dragons. 3rd and 10 now for the Dragons. York nothing on that one, as Richardson come up and just level Probst. That's 2 big boys hitting wide open, and that time Richardson won the battle. Now up will come the Dragons. They're going to go man in motion. They're going to hand it off up the middle. Now they're going to pitch it to Rexroth. Rexroth going to try to dive ahead. Does. Gets about to the 33-yard line. Give him 5 yards. Going to make it 4th and about 5. And as we said, York probably not going to punt here. They'll probably go for it here on 4th down with a 4th and a 5. Good run by Rexroth. Good job that time. The pitch out there, Lefevue made the pitch and bobbled a little bit by Rexroth, but able to haul it in and get 5 yards before he's brought down. And now the Dragons got it 4th and 5 from the 33 of the Lions. Big play here for the Dragons. They got a man in motion. They're going to hand it off to Rexroth. He's going to cut back inside, can't get away, and he's going to be right the line of scrimmage, and New York will turn it over on downs. Good D by the Lions on that one. They were able to cut Rexroth off, as Rexroth stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Going to make it 1st and 10 1st and 10 Lions. I don't know where these Yellow Jackets keep coming from. A Yellow Jacket on the brain for some reason. Going to be 1st and 10 now for the Lions, and the Dragons got to stop the Lions this time. It'll be 1st and 10 on their own 33. Now, last time they started that, and then they moved them up to the 44, so I'm not sure what happened on that one, but we didn't get the call on it. But up will come Calvin Jackson's in the backfield now in the Wildcat. Jackson in the Wildcat. They'll get the snap, and Jackson looking for a hole, tries to get back inside, hit, and he is brought down, but not before he keeps bowling forward all the way up to about the 40-yard line. So good hard running by Calvin Jackson III. He picks up 7 on the carry, going to make it 2nd and 3. 4:25 left to go here in quarter number 1. 7-0 Red Bank in this one, and Red Bank going no huddle. They'll bring back up Zay Brown into the backfield along with the quarterback, Wilkie in the shotgun. Wilkie gets the snap, hands it off to Brown. Brown going to cut back inside. He's going to be hit, but he's going to get enough for the 1st down, as he's going to get up to the 44-yard line. 1st and 10 Lions. Down under 4 minutes left to go here in quarter number 1. We're just getting to the end of quarter number 1. Had about a 26-minute injury delay, so we're running a little bit late on this one. And it'll be now 1st and 10 for the Lions at their own 44-yard line. They'll take the snap, drop him back. They're looking to there, one out. They're going to throw out. Got a man out there. Number 5 going to haul it in, and he's headed to the end zone for a touchdown. Lions. The Lions are wide open. Was Calvin Jackson hitting stride, and a 66-yard touchdown pass to Calvin Jackson, and the Lions jump out to a 13-0 lead, as York beat badly on that one as Jackson had 3 steps on anybody and caught it in stride and just waltzed into the end zone. So now it's going to be a 13-0 lead for the for the Lions as we got 3:40 left to go here in the first quarter. Velasquez is going to kick the extra point.
Number 23.
And the Lions now up 13-0 with 3:40 left to go here in the first quarter of play. As Velasquez snap down, kick is up, the kick is good. 3:40 left to go here in the first quarter, and it's 14-0 Red Bank.
There's a panic at the dealership. Sharice here from Casey's Frontier Chevrolet. I've added too many cars to my cart and now my lot is overrun. It's an inventory apocalypse. So right now, I'll give you up to $6,000 off any nicer, newer car on the lot. Does your credit score scare off other dealers? Don't boo-hoo. We've got you. Our For the People credit approval process takes the nail biting out of car buying. And with up to $6,000 off, it won't last long. Check us out at CaseyChevy.com. We're the dealership in the cow pasture.
Credit requires bank approval. Vehicle purchase price affects actual discount. Negative equity may be refinanced. Offer absolutely ends October 31st, 2017.
Well, the York Dragons find themselves in a 14-0 hole to start this ball game. We're just 3:40 left to go in the first quarter, as it will be Velasquez to kick it off. Nahum short kicked it. Pooch kicked it twice down to York. Last time it was Johnson getting it at about the 32, bringing it back up to 50. York could use a big play here, as York now trailing by 2 touchdowns. And Velasquez will come up, and he kicks this, a little pooch kick again. This one taken by Johnson, the 33, back up to the 40, back up to the 44-yard line before he's brought down. 1st and 10 Dragons, as York just not been able to get anything started. They got down deep into line territory, but turned it over on downs. So now it's 1st and 10 Dragons at their own 43-yard line, and York needing to get something started here. Already down by 2 touchdowns, as Red Bank got a big 13-yard run from Zay Brown and about a 66-yard pass play from the quarterback Wilkie to Calvin Jackson III. And now you're going to hand it off to Probst up the right side. Probst got some running room. He's up over the 50 to about the 49-yard line of Red Bank, so he gets across midfield. Good hard running by the Beast on that one. 2nd down and 3 to go for the first down. York trailing 14-0 in this one. 3:10 left to go here in the first quarter. York really needs to get something started, as they have struggled offensively. They got a couple of first downs, but not able to get any points on the board. So up will come Lefeu under center. Takes the snap, hands it off right up the middle, and that's Johnson, I believe. And Johnson going to be really close to the first down. And I think that was Johnson on the carry, and they... I think it said number 7. I'll be out of number 17. It was on the carry. That's going to be enough for the first down. Good job by Johnson just to pound it straight ahead. So good job by A.J. to get the first down. It's going to be 1st and 10 now, Dragons, at the 46-yard line of the Lions. Winner of this one gets the winner of Smith County and Loudon. That's going to kick off in about 20 minutes or so. Here we go now, York with the football. They got one in motion. They're going to get to Rexroad. Rexroad trying to bounce outside, now cuts back inside, spins away from one and gets up into about the 39-yard line. Good running by Rexroad on the carry, so the Rex Rocket picks up a big chunk of yardage, and York's got its 2nd and about, it looks like about 4 for the first down. York needing to keep this drive alive, needing to get some points on the scoreboard. They're trailing 14-0 with 2 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. Had about a 25-minute break for an injury to a Red Bank line. Now hand off to Probst. Probst right side going to be a cut underneath, and he dives forward, falls forward to about the 36-yard line. Going to make it 3rd. Well, that's going to be real close. I think he may have it there. They're going to call it. They're going to even check it. These officials, maybe they're going to bring out the chains. They are. That's really close, and I'm going to say he's got it by maybe about half the football, looks like, from where we're at, but we're way up here.
Red Bank Youth Football.
As we'll see what happens here as York needing to get this first down and keep this drive alive. Trailing by 2 touchdowns. And they're going to stretch it out, and York has got it by half a football. Oh, man, my eyes are better than I thought they were. I'm getting good at this. It's only took me 30 years to get here, but I finally figured it out. So it's going to be 1st and 10 now for the Dragons at the 36-yard line. And the Dragons come up. They need to keep this drive alive, get some points on the scoreboard. Trailing now. They're going to head off Probst, right side. Probst cutting back up inside. Now he's still on his feet, pushing forward all the way up to the 21-yard line. Just a little beast mode on that one. Gets about 16 on the carry. Going to make it a 1st and 10 Dragons. Ethan Probst just would not be denied. Started bounce outside, then cut back inside. Ran over a couple players, and now he's got it 1st and 10 just outside the red zone at the 21-yard line of Red Bank. York trying to answer that last score by Red Bank. York's got to come up with some defense. If they can get in here, they can take to a 1-score game. And the snap, they're going to hand off. No, it's going to be Lefevue keeping it. Lefevue goes over the left side, and they saw that one coming. They drop him for about a 2-yard loss. That time, the Lions read that one like a cheap novel, and they was able to knock him down for a 2-yard loss. So 2nd and a dozen now for the Dragons.
Loss of 2 on the play. 2nd down, 12.
The Lions bringing a lot of people up on the line. This is another situation where York might use that little screen pass that they did against Signal Mountain, because the Lions are really not respecting the throwing ability of York. They are packing it in tight up along the line of scrimmage. And now got in motion Lefevue. Lefevue going to roll out looking. He's going to throw it out. Got Probst. Probst breaks the tackle. Breaks another. And he's dead down the 10 to the 5. Did he get there? Touchdown, Dragons. Probst would not be denied as he got hit, and then he was able to push it in and reach over the line for the touchdown, and the Dragons are on the scoreboard with 25.7 seconds to go in the first quarter. It's a 14-6 now lead for Red Bank, and York will try the extra point. Johan West going to try to make it a 1-possession ball game. Kick is up. The kick is good. 5.7 seconds to go here in the first quarter. It's a 14-7 Red Bank lead.
When it comes to watching sports, there's no telling what you'll hear.
No.
But when you order Pizza Hut for the game, you know exactly what you'll hear.
What the? Oh, that looks fantastic.
Your favorite pizza.
Ooh.
Those awesome wings.
What?
Plus sides and desserts.
Yeah.
All waiting at pizzahut.com. So order now, because no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Huh. What game?
Product availability, prices, participation, delivery areas, and charges and minimum purchase required for delivery may vary. Delivery charges not a driver tip.
Back here where York just punched it in. A good run by Probst. They got that little pass over here to the outside. We said that Red Bank was banging them in tight, punching it in tight on the line, and therefore they went for the little pass and got the little screen pass out to Probst, and then he ran through and over some people until he got to where he needed to be, and he hit the pay dirt for the first touchdown for York. Now this kick's going to be a little short one. That's going to be taken as a fair catch at about the 33, and that time not sure the up man for the Lions had a lot of room in front of him, but he decided to take the fair catch. And that's going to make it 1st and 10 for the Lions at their own 33-yard line. York has got to come up with a stop this time. They need some defense here as the Lions have scored on both possessions they've had. York 1 out of 3. So this was the 3rd possession for the Lions. As in the shotgun will go Wilkie. He's got Zay Brown back there with him. To the right, and he's got the single wing to the left. And the snap, they're going to hand it off to Brown. Brown looking for some room, got it. As he gets up about 5 yards, he's still on his feet. He's going to be brought down by the jackhammer, as you're not going to get away from the Dragons defensively on that one. A great play. Josiah Headings, the jackhammer, rides him down at the 35-yard line, and that time They had actually got more yardage than that, but they went for the extra yardage, and he was dropped back for a loss of some yardage. So we're at the end of one. It's 14-7, Red Bank.
Speed limit 55. Right turn only. Exit here. With some signs, it's clear what you're supposed to do. But heart attack warning signs aren't always this obvious. They can feel like arm pain, nausea, dizziness, shortness of breath, fatigue. If you experience the warning signs, call 911 and know that at Tenova Healthcare, we're here to help when you need us.
Twin Lakes is your local knowledgeable and friendly source for all things connectivity. We strive every day to deliver reliable, cutting-edge communication solutions. From broadband internet to HDTV, reliable voice, security, and smart home solutions, we have what you need and want. But that's not all. We have 7 local offices staffed by your friends and neighbors. We are your community partner and care about taking our areas forward. We want to create quality jobs, opportunities for our youth, partner with local organizations to make a difference, and so much more. Stop by and say hi or visit us online at
And here we go. It's second down for Red Bank as they will get the snap off, and rolling over is Jackson. Jackson will be hit and dropped at the 41-yard line. Good job by the Dragons. Jackson with the carry, and he's going to be close to a first down, but I don't think he got quite enough for the first down. So York will see a third down, and looks like about maybe a half a yard for the Lions. And up will come the Lions. They've got a third and about a half a yard, no huddle. They'll go again. Snap back to Jackson. Jackson will cut inside. He is hit, but he's going to get enough for the first down as he gets up to the 45-yard line. Got enough as York met him there and drove him back.
Tackle made by number 18.
And that was actually Zay Brown on the play. York with 5 first downs. Red Bank with 5 in that first quarter. York 51 yards rushing. Red Bank 39 passing. York 23. Red Bank had 80 in that first quarter. So Red Bank hitting that big strike against York and getting their second touchdown. Now it's going to be 1st and 10 from their 45. York trying to get some heat on. They're going to throw deep. Got a man out there and run it under and catch it. Number 10, he's in the end zone for a touchdown, Red Bank. And that time York's outside corner was just beaten badly on that one as York, their outside guy was just beaten badly on it, and I believe that was number 18. I believe that was Street was beaten on that one down the right side, and number 10 just ran under it and come away with the catch and into the end zone for a big touchdown. David Cosby with the touchdown. Now it's 20-7, Red Bank.
Number 13, Braulio Velasquez.
York has got to do something in that secondary. Velasquez is going to try to make this a 21-7 ball game. And that was a pretty pass. They hit number 10, Cosby, in stride. He just right into the end zone. And the snap down. The kick is up. The kick is good. 10:50 left to go here in the first half. And it's now a 21-7 Red Bank lead.
Whether you're competing on the athletic field or working hard in the classroom, remember you have the support of First Volunteer Bank, the bank with personality. We're behind you 100% of the way. Good luck to all the area teams. Play tough and play fair. And remember, when it comes to helping you with your banking needs, we're First Volunteer Bank, the bank with personality. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And now over and over, it's First Volunteer for you.
Well, back here where York now trails 21-7, so York got their first score, and Red Bank answered right back as wide open was David Cosby down the right side, and they hit him in stride, and York's secondary just can't stay up with him, and that's going to be a problem for York because Wilkie's got a great arm. And now the Lions are up by 2 scores again. 10:50 left to go here in the first half.
Set to kick for Red Bank, number 13, Braulio Velasquez.
Velasquez will kick it off. He's kicked short the last 2 times. York in dire need of getting something going again. They're down by 2 touchdowns as the Lions have scored on every possession. York 1 of 3. And now Velasquez will kick it off. And it's another short kick. That'll be taken by the back guy. And it's dropped. And now still on the ground. York's going to dive on it as Probst comes up with it at the 25-yard line, as that was almost a big play by York, as the return man dropped it, then tried to pick it up, couldn't get it picked up. And Probst able to come up with it. It's 1st and 10 York on the 25-yard line. So York looked like they had a good return set up, but dropped the football. And here we go. It's going to be 1st and 10 York at their own 25-yard line. York needing to answer, as the the Lions. There's still no Yellow Jackets on the field, folks. Trust me. Now we got. Looks like maybe timeout by York. York takes a timeout. We've got 10:42 to go in the first half. It's 21-7, Red Bank.
It's that time of the year again when temperature is dropping and folks are enjoying the crisp air. This means it's also time to schedule your fall maintenance. Before you ask your poor furnace to keep you warm all winter long, let our technicians come tune up your system for maximum performance. Call Condition Heating and Cooling, your Carrier factory authorized dealer, to save the most energy dollars all winter. Carrier, turn to the experts.
Conditioned heating and cooling.
Well, York with the football, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. York has struggled this first half. Offensively, they scored 1 out of 3 possessions, but they have also given up 3 scores on consecutive possessions by the Lions. And now Probst with the football going over the left side, going to be driven right back. It's about to the line of scrimmage, maybe got past the line of scrimmage, not much more. Going to bring up 2nd and long for the Dragons. The Lions have got a good game plan as far as Probst and Rexroad. They've been able to cut them off and prevent those big runs. So now it's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Dragons at their own 25-yard line. So you did not get anything on that one. So back under center goes Lefevue. He'll drop back. He's rolling out. He's going to kick it over to Rexroad. Rexroad on the left side breaks the tackle. Rexroad's got some room. He's still on his feet, still fighting forward, and he's going to be driven back after about a 9-yard gain. So it's going to be 3rd and short for the Dragons. So Rexroad that time had one man to beat, and a good play by the Lions on that open field tackle to bring him down and stop him from getting into the open. If he got in the open, Rexroad would have been hard to catch. 9:47 left to go here in quarter number 2. We're headed toward halftime. And York's got, well, they're going to say, did he get enough? They're going to say he got enough. We got enough for the first down. In the words of Stevie Wonder, he got just enough for the city on that one. And now it's 1st and 10 Dragons. Got a man in motion. They'll hand it up the middle to Cole Cooper. Cole straight ahead gets about 6 on the carry, making it 2nd and 4.
24, Cooper on the carry.
The Cole train with a big carry there gets it 6 on the carry. Going to make it 2nd and 4 for the Dragons at the 41 of their own end. 2nd and they say 5 from the 41, their own 41-yard line. York needing this possession to keep going. They trail now by 2 scores. They'll hand it off right in the middle as Cole Cooper again. He's going to go straight ahead. Cole's just going to keep pushing forward. And Cole's going to be close to another first down, as right behind him was Jarrett Reed pushing him forward. So he's going to be close to another first down, and they're going to say it's enough. So he got just enough again for the first down. 1st and 10 for the Dragons at their own 45-yard line, and this is what York wanted to do, but trailing now by 2 touchdowns, I think they're going to have to put quite a few more points to stop Red Bank if they can't stop that passing attack. Left you under center. Got a man in motion. They're going to hand off to Rexroad. Rexroad trying to get outside. He's not going to get it. Does get around, but dives forward and going to be knocked down at about the 48-yard line. Pickup of 3. Good pursuit that time by the Lions. Lions a little too quick for York to get outside on. That time Thomas Sincere Thomas come up and got that one. Sincerely, he did it. So you got to trust the guy. His first name is Sincere. So Sincere Thomas with the tackle. And it's going to be 2nd and 8 now for the Dragons. Call it 7. So they're at their own 48-yard line. York needs to get down to the 45 of Red Bank. They'll snap back out quickly this time to Drake. Drake's going to come all the way back around. Drake and a complete reverse, gets up to the 50, still on his feet, and then he's driven back as he gets up to the 50-yard line. Drake that time, Lathan ran about 60 yards, but then was knocked out of bounds. Now we see our first rag on the field for the second quarter, and we'll see what they call. That's the second penalty of the night. Had York on the encroachment, and now they're pointing toward York. We'll see what the call is. And the official going back, and he's pointing toward York. And got a personal foul against York. Personal foul against the Dragons. That's going to back them up. And that'll be 15 yards. Right at the midfield stripe, so that's going to back York all the way back to the 35-yard line. And that is what York could afford least of all, was a penalty like that. And York now's got it. 2nd, and I guess they got to go to about Soddy Daisy for the first down on this one. They got to get all the way to the 45 of Red Bank, and it's 3rd down and about, 10, 15, about 20 yards for the first down. They'll drop back. Lefty looking. He's going to throw it out. Got a man out there. Got Rexroad, but that's not going to get much yardage as he got a couple of yards and then is brought down quickly. And this Red Bank corners and safety very quick out there on the sidelines, and that's going to bring up 4th down for York, and York going to have to punt it away. 4th down and really long for the Dragons means punt time, and the Probst will come out, and the Lions will step back and wait on the punt. York going to be shut down again. They got a big play, but then got a big penalty on top of it, so York now will kick it away. As Probst's going to get the kick off, and it's a good one. It's going to hang up there, going to drive them all the way back to the 20-yard line. And York's got a good return team out there. Now they got the guy hemmed up all the way back to the 10-yard line. He gets free, and now he's going to be finally brought down at about the 12-yard line. So a great job by the return team for the Dragons as they got the return man going back, and he went backwards and lost a lot of yardage. Caught the 20, went all the way back to about the 10, but got back to the 17. So worst field position of the night for the Lions as they will come up with 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line. And York's secondary's got to come up with something this time. They can't allow another one of those long passes as they have beaten York twice badly. And we'll see what they do here. York's got to get some heat on as well. They got to get some heat on the quarterback. They're not getting any pressure on the quarterback at this point. And now they'll hand it off to Zay Brown. He tries to scoot outside, gets around the outside. He steps out of bounds at the 21-yard line. So it's going to be 2nd and 8 now for the Lions. Good job that time by the Dragons' Probst to cause him to step out of bounds. That'll make it 2nd and 7. York needs a stop on this one. They have not been able to stop the Lions on any possession. They've scored on all 3 possessions in this first half. York's defense got to tighten up here. They got to bow but not break. As it will be back in the shotgun goes the quarterback. And he gets the snap. He fakes the hand. Oh, no, he does get off middle. That's going to be stopped right there. Probst waiting on Zay Brown. Drops him for about a 2-yard loss. And that's going to be 3rd down and long now for the Lions. And this is where York has got to be careful because they can actually drop him back for a loss of about 4. So it's 3rd and 11. And York needs a stop here. They've not been able to stop the Lions all night. As back will go Wilkie back in the shotgun. York secondary. We got to see what York secondary can do here. And here come the Lions. They'll get the snap. Big rush by York. A quick one, quick slant. That's going to be a big yardage, big gainer again for number 6 on the reception. That is Mike Porter with a big reception, gets a first down. As once again, York unable to stop the pass. 1st and 10 for the Lions. York's got to do something. They've got to come up with some kind of play. Their secondary just getting eaten alive here in this one. And now they'll get the signal. Will the Lions? They've got it 1st and 10 at their own 40. The Lions waiting on the snap. They'll get the snap. They'll fake the handoff. Quarterback keeper. He gets through the front line now up to the 50 and all the way into Dragon territory, the 48-yard line. Good run that time by, well, actually, that was Jackson coming in. Should have knew he was going to keep the ball and run it. That's something York's got to be ready for. When they run that Wildcat, he's not going to throw the ball. He's not going to pitch the ball. He's going to run it himself, and York just not able to stop him. 1st and 10 now for the Lions. Wilkie in the shotgun. Wilkie will get the signal. Got Zay Brown to his left. Gets the snap. Fakes it, hands it off to Brown, and Brown's going to go right up the middle, and Brown's going to bang ahead for about 6 yards. 2nd and 4 for the Lions. 4:20 left to go here in the first half, and the Lions moving again. They've scored on every possession, folks, and they get the football to start the second half as well. So York really needs a stop here. They can't allow another score here, or it could be really tough. It could be really tough sledding for the Dragons. They fall behind by 3 scores again. Snap, they're going to hand it off to Brown. Brown this time over the right side. Brown's got a blocker in front, breaks a tackle, breaks another one. Got one man to beat, and he's going to be brought down the 7-yard line. Good tackle there by the Dragons, able to prevent the touchdown, as that was Thomas Miller. Actually, yeah, Thomas Miller coming up making the stop. 1st and goal now for let's see, where are they going to mark it at? It's going to be 1st and goal at about the 7-yard line. And there's a flag on the play, so what's the call going to be? Oh, it's just a sideline infraction by the Lions. They'll back them up. They actually won't back them up. They will just back the players up on the sideline. 1st and goal now for the Lions at the 7-yard line. The Lions have scored on every possession and now are knocking on the door once again. 3.5 minutes left to go in the first half. Snap, they're going to hand it off to number 2. He'll triple and stumbles in the end zone for a touchdown, Lions. Zay Brown with the touchdown, and it's now 27 to 7. And it will be Velasquez in for the extra point. York just unable to stop the Lions' attack. They've given up touchdowns on every possession, and 3:19 left to go here in the first half. And the Lions will get the football to start the second half. And Velasquez once again getting set to kick the extra point. And the snap is down, the kick is up, the kick is good. 3:19 left to go here in the first half. It's 28-7, Red Bank.
Fentress County Register of Deeds Trish Slavin has one thing to say. Go Dragons! Everyone in the Register of Deeds office is so proud of each and every one of you. You have had an outstanding season, and we know it will continue during the playoffs all the way to the Blue Cross Bowl in Cookeville. So go Dragons from Fentress County Register of Deeds, Trish Slavin.
Well, the York Dragons have saw the Red Bank Lions score on every possession here in the first half. They've had it 4 times, scored 4 times, as they now lead it 28-7. York just really has no answer for this offense from Red Bank. while Red Bank able to cut York down, been able to shut them down. They've given up 1 touchdown on the night. Now, that very first drive by the Lions, we thought there was a fumble on it, and York had recovered it, but the official gave back to the Lions. I'm not sure what went on that one, but anyway, York just has struggled defensively. They cannot stop the Lions' running attack. They have really struggled the passing attack.
And number 16, Miller.
And it will be Velasquez to kick it off. Velasquez will kick it off with 3:19 left to go in the first half. 28-7, Red Bank leads York. And now they will come up on the ball and kick it short once again. And this time it'll be taken at the 20-yard line. Back up to the 30. 35, cuts back inside there. Miller's got some room. He's trying to bounce outside. Going to be dropped at the 44-yard line. Good return by Thomas Miller. Miller, good return on that one. And the Dragons have it 1st and 10. The Dragons are in desperate need of something to go right for them now because they've got 3:10 left to go here in the first half, and the Lions get the football to start the second half. So York in dire need of doing something here, maybe get some points on the board before halftime because going in down by 21, the Dragons going to have a big uphill battle when they're going to kick off to the Lions, who have scored on every possession. And now back will go Lefevue. Lefevue looking for some room. Getting a little rush on now, throws it up in the air, and that one's going to be thrown away. Good job by Lefevue as he chucks that one out of bounds. That makes it 2nd and 10 now for the Dragons. The one thing the Dragons don't want to do is go 3 and out here and give the Lions the football back with any time in this first half. York trails at 28-7. The Lions have scored on every possession. York has 1 score in the ball game. And York really needs something to go their way. They have not had anything go their way here in this first half. Their last drive was killed on a 15-yard penalty. Now the snap, they'll give it off to Rexroth. Rexroth cutting inside. Rexroth still on his feet up over midfield to about the 48 of Red Bank. So that's going to be 3rd and about 2 or less for the Dragons. 3rd and about a yard. 3rd and a yard for the Dragons. York needs a first down here. Keep this drive alive. They got 2.5 minutes to put something on the scoreboard. Really need to get some points here before halftime and get back in this ball game. They're going to hand off to Probst. Probst straight ahead. He gets up close. I believe he's going to have enough where there's run in to mark him. He should have the first down. And we'll see. I think that's going to be very close to a first down. I'm not sure. Are they not? They're not going to measure it. They're going to say 4th and about an inch. Boy, that's awful close not to measure it. Either way, it's going to be 4th and just a little bit for the Dragons as we go in the 2-minute mark. York needs a first down here. Might be a quarterback keeper on this one. No, they're going to. Yeah, it is going to be a quarterback keeper. Lefevue over the right side. Lefue's got some run room, cuts back in, runs into a player, goes all the way down the 25-yard line. Oh, and he Lefevue behind him in that one as Lefevue with the carry gets the first down, 1st and 10 at the 25 for the Red Bank Lions as York now with the football and keeping this drive alive with 101 seconds left to go in the first half. But we're down to, like I said, a minute and a half. And clock already starting. They get the thing set and they ring them up quickly. Lefevue now with $1:38 left to go. Lefevue. Snap, rolls out, looking, throws it down, got a man out there. He's got Probst at the about the 13-yard line, and that's going to be enough for a first down. Dragons inside the red zone. Good throw that time by Lefevue as Probst caught it. He was chopped down quickly. So Probst now with the first down, and that will stop the clock for a minute. York with $1:29 left to go here in this quarter. Trying to get up here and get some points on the board. Cut this to a 2-possession game. We're at the 15-yard line now. Snap, they'll give it off to Probst. Probst's going to break a tackle, breaks another, still powers ahead to about the 8-yard line. So good, hard running. And now we got a flag, and that's going to be that. Sure, they're not going to call that on Drake. Drake was trying to get away from the receiver or from the defensive guy there, and he grabbed his leg. So we'll see what the call's going to be. If it's on Red Bank, it's going to be half the distance. It should be close to a first down. We'll see what the call is. Personal foul. York.
Personal foul against York. 15 yards.
I don't get that one, folks. But then again, obviously I'm not smart enough to get anything at this point. Okay, 68 seconds left to go. And I'm not sure that call right there, folks. And now Coach Derwin Wright is furious. He's out there. He wants to find out what's going on. He wants to talk to the official. He's going to walk across the field to talk to the guy that made the call. And we're going to take a timeout. Well, we got timeout on the field. 68 seconds to play in half. It's 28-7. Red Bank.
He's on the 30. He's on the 20. He's on the 10. It's a touchdown.
There's nothing like football. The lights, the cheers of the crowd, and getting a chance to see our local athletes and kids give it all they've got. Come to a game. Support our local schools. Upper Cumberland Federal Credit Union, a better way to bank. Federally insured by NCUA. Online at ucfcu.org.
Well, I'm not sure what that call was. Folks, that time Lathan Drake was coming over and looked like he was tangled up with the Red Bank player, and the Red Bank player had his leg caught, and they give a personal foul against Drake. So Lathan Drake gets the personal foul. Now Yorks finds himself all the way back at the 25-yard line and got to get to the 5 for the first down. And that was a big call against York, another big personal foul penalty. Now Lefeview dropping back. Lefiew's going to get rushed. Now we got looks like a hold on York, and it's going to be thrown away by Lefeview, but I believe they got a hold on York.
Drake falls incomplete. There's a penalty mark.
Holding against York, and I've seen that one coming.
Holding against York.
And, you know, I'm not one well, I am one to nitpick too, folks. I'm lying there. I'm going to say it seems like a lot of the rags are going our way. And that call and that personal foul call, either you don't call that one or you just, I do not understand it. It should have been at least that. Now York backed all the way to the 42-yard line. After the hole, York's got it first and about a freaking mile now to get the first down. They got to get about to the 5-yard line. They're on the 42. I'm not sure on that one, folks. Now that holding call, you can see that one coming, but I don't get that personal foul call a few minutes ago. Back goes Lefeview. Lefeview going to throw it out. Got a man out there. That's Drake at the 35, and Drake's going to be stopped at the 35-yard line. That will make it second and still long. And we got a timeout, I believe, called by York. Timeout on the field with 43.5 seconds to go in the half. It's 28-7, Red Bank.
Dr. William Allen at Jamestown Family Chiropractic has been providing chiropractic care for equestrians for many years. From injuries, skeletal misalignments to balance and posture, Dr. Allen knows that chiropractic care can improve the equestrian's overall wellness. Whether it's work or hobby, Jamestown Family Chiropractic can help you to establish and maintain a healthy, pain-free lifestyle. Call them today at 879-8931.
Well, the York Dragons got a couple of big penalties, and now they've got it back to the 35-yard line, but they've got 30 yards to go for the first down, 40 for pay dirt. So York's still a long way away from it. We've only got 43.5 seconds left to play here in the first half. And I'm still don't understand that call on the personal foul, but the head official made that call, so we'll call him Freddie Fast Flag. We had Willie Quick Whistle last week. Now got Freddie Fast Flag. As up will come the Dragons. They got it second and about 35. Back goes Lefeview. He's looking to throw. He's got a man out there. He's going to have to get rid of it. Now Lefiew's going to be sacked all the way back to 41-yard line. And Leffew's going to be dropped back to the 41-yard line, going to bring up third and really, really long for the Dragons. And they're just going to let the clock run down, I believe, and they may get off one more play, but not using their final timeout. As York with a third down and, let's see, 36 yards to go.
From the Red Bank 41-yard line.
And York's just going to let the time run out. They're going to go to halftime right where we are. Halftime of this one, and it's 28-7, Red Bank.
And Coach Charles Vaughn, 17 years of coaching. He took his team to the state playoffs and led them in multiple district and bowl championships. His life modeled teamwork, integrity, and hard work. I'm Joey Vaughn, and this man not only was my dad, but he was my coach. I grew up learning these values, and they are a large part of what Meta-Thrift Pharmacy is founded on. Come out and support our 2017 York football team.
My husband Mark and I are huge fans of the DQ $5 lunch. It's a home meal.
Plus a sundae.
For just $5. We each got chicken strips, fries, and a drink.
Plus a sundae.
Talk about a full tray.
Plus a sundae.
That's some sweet math.
Plus a sundae.
Yeah, a Sunday. I say that a lot.
Got it.
Actually, it's not just math, it's Fanonomics. Come in for the DQ $5 lunch and get your choice of one of 3 entrees, fries, and a drink, plus a sundae, all for $5. Only at your DQ. This is fan food, not fast food. For a limited time only at participating locations, excludes taxes.
It's time to get out and support our local teams. Hall Family Pharmacy has all the gear you need to cheer on your favorite team. Our Jamestown store has the purple and yellow for York, and our Clark Range store is stocked up with the blue and gold for Clark Range. Oh yeah, there's plenty of orange from Volunteer Traditions and Give Her 6 at both locations to cheer on the Vols. We are proud of our sports families at each school. It's fun and healthy to take pride in our state and our community, and we have all the equipment you need to look good and have a good time. Hall Family Pharmacy. Our family, your health.
Ventures Farmers Co-op, happy to be a proud sponsor of York Dragon football. We wish you a winning season. Every game is a success when you have played your best. Ventures Farmers Co-op, bringing you quality products from feed, seed, and fertilizer, to automotive, to animal health and pet products, to gas, diesel, and propane, to clothing and boots for the family and a gift shop. All this and much more at Ventures Farmers Co-op, 1219 Old Highway 127 South, Jamestown. Go Dragons!
Back here at halftime of this one, and it's all Red Bank so far, 28-7 here at the half. We're going to take you now. We got time for our halftime stats, brought to you by the good folks at Old Ben Franklin Ford. You know, Fords are cheaper in the country.
Hello, folks. This is Brian Myers, Finance Manager at Old Ben Franklin Ford. We have financing for all customers. Interest rates starting as low as 0%. Are you tired of other dealers telling you no? Come by or give me a call. Let me show you how easy it is to be driving away in your new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV. Remember, Fords are cheaper out in the country. That's Old Ben Franklin Ford in Wartburg, Tennessee, 1-877 New Ford.
Back here now with our Old Ben Ford, Old Ben Franklin Ford halftime stats. Taking a look at the stats in that first half, it's 28-7 Red Bank. York actually has 9 first downs to Red Bank's 10. Rushing yards, York 95 to Red Bank's 108. Passing is a big difference. York with 55 yards, while Red Bank has 158 yards. Total of offense, York 32 for $150, while Red Bank 20 for $266. Time of possession, York actually with a big leading time of possession, but that's because the Red Bank Lions have scored on big plays as they have it 15-37 to Red Bank's 8-23. Individual stats, rushing for York, Ethan Probst 38 yards, Rex Rope 25, 15 for Leffew, 14 for Cooper. For the Red Bank Lions, it's 72 for Jackson, 35 for Brown, and 1 for David Cosby. Passing, Landrick Leffew is 6 of 9 for 55 yards and a touchdown, while Maddox Wilkie is 5 of 5 for 158 yards, 2 touchdowns in the ball game. And receiving, Probst has 34 yards, while Cosby has 80, Jackson has 55, and Porter has 23. 3. York saw Red Bank get on the scoreboard at 7:07 in the first quarter as Zay Brown hit a 13-yard run. The extra point was good. It's 7-0. Then at 3:40 mark, Calvin Jackson, a 56-yard pass from Maddox Wilkie, and then the Velasquez extra point was good. It's 14-0. With 25 seconds left in the first quarter, York Season Pro caught a 23-yard pass from Landry Clefew. Johan West's kick was good. It was 14-7. Then David Crosby caught a 55-yard pass from Wilkie, and it was 21-7, while Zay Brown put the icing in the cake in the first half with a run of 7 yards, and it was 28-7 here at the half for Red Bank. So we're at halftime of this one, and at the half, Red Bank leads York by a score of 28-7. Red Bank allowed the football to start the second half. When we come back, we're going to take a timeout now, though, and thank you again to the folks at Old Ben Franklin Ford. Remember, Fords are cheaper in the country, folks. We'll be back with the second half in a few minutes.
Hello, folks. Bruce Babb, GM, Old Ben Franklin Ford in Walberg, Tennessee. It's fall time in Tennessee, and our prices are falling. We have over 10 cars, trucks, and SUVs for under $10,000. We have the all-new 218 F-150 Ford truck in stock, and we have several 2017 F-150s with up to $14,400 in savings. Fall is SUV season at Ford, and we have a great selection of the Escapes, Explorers, and Edges with up to $6,400 in savings or $299 per month. Remember, Fords are cheaper out in the country. Give us a call, 1-877-NEW-FORD, OpenFranklinFord.com.
And back here at Red Bank High School, we're getting set for the second half to get underway. As, yes, that was the theme song to Silent Night, Deadly Night, folks. Morgan Ames with Warm Side of the Door. It's time now for second half football action. York needing the warm side of the door as they're trailing it big time here at the half, 28-7. We did hear that Smith County, I believe, was leading 12-0 in the second down at Smith County. Now, our game, of course, was delayed due to an injury. That's why we are not farther on the game than we really are. We had a 25-minute delay for an injury earlier in the game. I want to pass this along to you as well. The fees charged by TSSAA for filming tonight's game are being provided by attorney Doug Jones, Method Pharmacy, Progressive Savings Bank, and Union Bank. You can watch the replay of this game on Twin Lakes Channel 953. I'll get it out. Comcast Cable Channel 12 Sunday at 2 p.m. And we want to say thank you to these fine sponsors for bringing you the video replay of this game. Right now, though, a lot of York fans are not going to be wanting to watch this one as York trails 28-7 here at the half. We're going to take a timeout, and we'll be back for the second half kickoff in a moment.
When it comes to a state representative, actions speak louder than words is Representative John Mark Wendell's motto. John Mark has been a majority floor leader, a member of the House Transportation, Agriculture, and Natural Resources Committees. Locally, he's been a leader in keeping state funding for York Institute, and if one of his constituents has a concern, then it's John Mark's too. So when it comes to state representatives, I guess actions do speak louder than words.
It's me, Cherie Sells here, and I want you to stop driving a car that turns your stomach. So chuck it during my leftover exchange sale, and you could get up to $5,000 more than it's worth. Plus, don't let bad credit leave you napping on the couch. If you're snoozing, you're losing. My For the People credit approval process is a feast of approvals. I'm Cherie Sells, your dealer for the people. Feast your eyes on all the cars at kcchevy.com. We're the dealership in the cow pasture. Hurry, this deal's done on November 30th.
Credit requires bank approval. Negative equity may be refinanced. Vehicle purchase price affects actual trade allowance.
Well, we're getting set now for the second half to get underway. Of course, as we said, this game delayed about 25 minutes for an injury as they had to get an ambulance to take off Xavier Doss from Xavier Doss was injured in that first quarter, and they had to wait for an ambulance to get here to him. Now 12-0, and the second quarter, it's Smith County leading Loudon. Now, though, if Smith County wins, I think they get to host regardless of who wins this game. But if Loudon comes back, then the winner of this game would get to host. So we just have to wait and see what happens here. York has got to kick it away here, and Red Bank has scored on every single possession. They have had the football tonight, and we'll see what they do here as York going to kick it away now. He's in Probst back to do the kicking. He'll come up on it, and he kicks it. It's on the ground, and that one's not going to go 10 yards. And, that's not what you want to start the second half. York need to get at least to the 50, but they only got to 46. So Red Bank's going to have it 1st and 10 at York's 46-yard line. And on an onside kick, it has to go 10 yards, and that went about 6 before York recovered it. So it's going to be 1st and 10 now for the Lions, as the Lions going to have it in York territory to start this second half, leading it 28-0, and they have not been stopped tonight. They've scored on every possession. And here come the Lions up. Lions up top, 28-0. Back in the shotgun goes Wilkie. Wilkie takes the snap. He's looking to throw a quick out over the right side. Got some running room down the right side goes Jackson. Jackson makes one-man miss. Is pushed out of bounds at about the 15-yard line by Lefevue, but not before a big gainer by Jackson, and the Lions are back in the red zone. And there's a flag on the play, but it's going to go against what? Wait a minute. Slap me, Jordan. I think they called that one against Red Bank. It's going to be a block in the back. Whoa, that's the first call I've seen against the Red Bank tonight, so that's all the way back to the 35-yard line. But it's still a 1st and 10 for the Lions. Is that 1st and 10 at York's 35-yard line? So they've got 1st and 10 at the 35. And back in the shotgun will go Wilkie. That's the first penalty of the night against the Lions. And they get the snap. They're going to take a quick throw. This was bad up in the air. Oh, and York didn't see it. Had Lefevue been able to see it, he might have been able to pick that one off, as York got a paw up and blocked it in midair. As that's going to make up a 2nd and 10 now for the Lions. Wilkie will go 2nd and 10. The Lions have scored on every possession here tonight. York trying to get their first stop of the night. Has Wilkie in the shotgun. Now got a man in motion. Wilkie will get the snap. He's going to hand it off, and trying to get outside is Brown. He does, but he's drugged down at the 32-yard line by Josiah Eddings. The jackhammer knocking him down at the 32-yard line. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 7 for the Lions. Winner of this one will go to Smith County. If Smith County holds on and wins, the loser of this one, well, their season is over, and it's basketball time. Back in the shotgun goes Wilkie. Nobody back there with him, all alone. Now York's showing blitz, and they're going to jump off sides. And another penalty against York, encroachment, and York a little overzealous that time to get the quarterback. He hard counted him, and York jumps off sides, and now the Lions have a 3rd down and a 3, which is a much different call than a 3rd down and 8. So we'll see what they do here. This time they got 3-man backfield along with Wilkie. Wilkie gets the snap, hands it off to Brown. Brown going to cut back inside, drives forward. I don't know, well, he might have with the second effort. He's going to get the first down. He was able to push it forward just enough for the first down. So that's going to be 1st and 10 now for the for the Lions. I don't know where I keep thinking Yellow Jackets. I'm going to have to have Yellow Jackets banned from my brain or something. I'm not sure. But anyway, it's going to be 1st and 10 now for the Lions at York's 24-yard line, it looks like. So the Lions looking to score again. They've scored on 4 straight possessions. This time they'll hand it off to Brown. Brown up the middle, and he's going nowhere this time as York able to drag him down. Getting underneath to bring him down. Headings, Josiah with the stop. 2nd down and 10 for the Lions. They stop him right on the line of scrimmage. No huddle for the Lions. They just get their signal, and they get back to the line of scrimmage. Back in the shotguns, Wilkie. Wilkie takes the snap. He's looking for somebody. He's going to throw it for the corner. He's got a man out there, but overthrows that one as Jackson had no shot at that one. Well overthrown. 3rd and 11 now for the Lions. York needs a stop here. If York wants to get back in this ballgame, they've got to get a stop here. They fall down by 4 scores, and York's offense, not a quick strike offense, going to have real trouble trying to get 4 touchdowns. So back up in the shotgun now. We'll go Wilkie. No, this time it's going to be Jackson in the shotgun, and you can bet Jackson probably going to keep it, and he's going to take it over the right side. York's got to get a stop here. He's got a block out in front of him. Gets up to about the 18-yard line. Not going to be enough for the first down, but a good run, and now we got an injured Dragon.
We have an injured player on the field.
And I'm not sure who that is. He looks like that may be a cramp, judging from the way he's grabbing the back of his leg. I'm not sure. We'll see who the injured player is. He's in a lot of pain, whoever he is. And it may be Cooper. We're still waiting to see. And the injured York player, we had an injured Red Bank player earlier, had to be taken out in an ambulance. And York's got a player down now, and he is in a lot of pain. And we're waiting to see. Can't see really who it is. We're going to take a quick timeout, and then we'll be back right after this.
When it comes to watching sports, there's no telling what you'll hear.
No!
But when you order Pizza Hut for the game, you know exactly what you'll hear.
What the? Oh, that looks fantastic.
Your favorite pizza.
Ooh.
Those awesome wings.
What?
Plus sides and desserts.
Yeah.
All waiting at pizzahut.com. So order now, because no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Huh. What game?
Product availability, prices, participation, delivery areas, and charges and minimum purchase required for delivery may vary. Delivery charges not a driver tip.
And that was Cole Cooper who went down. Now, Cole has been nursing an injured knee, and he went down, and he was in a lot of pain. You could hear him up here. He was yelling down. Now it's going to bring up a 4th down and 3 for the Lions, and York desperately needs a stop right here. If York doesn't get a stop right here and the Lions score, this game's going to be out of reach pretty early. It's going to be really tough for the Dragons to get back in this one. And now the Lions in the shotgun. Wilkie trying to hard count again. This time York doesn't jump. Wilkie looking for that freebie but doesn't get it. And now Wilkie in the shotgun takes the snap, hands it off over the right side, and cutting back inside is Brown up to the 5, and he's going to be brought down the 5, maybe 4-yard line. Now it's going to be 1st and goal, though, for the Lions. 1st and goal for the Lions.
Good for another Red Bank McDonald's first down.
So the Lions get down to the 4-yard line, and it'll be 1st and goal for Red Bank, and Red Bank scored on every possession, folks, and this is their 5th possession, and they're looking for their 5th score.
From the Dragons' 4-yard line.
So if they punch it in here, it's going to be a lead of 28, and that's a 4-score lead, and the Lions in no hurry. They're just taking their time, up by 21. Looks like Smith County was up by a dozen early in that game. Now they're going to head it off to Brown again. He gets away from one, gets away from another. Then he's wrapped up and brought down. Good job of the Dragons to bring him down at the 5-yard line. So Brown going to be stopped about a yard loss. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 5 now for the Lions. Don't forget, coming up Tuesday night, folks, we tip off basketball action. York's at Monterey. We'll have to kick into a different mode. Now we got another York player down. York has not had many injuries at all this season, but got 2 here tonight. As we got another Dragon player down, we'll take a break, and then we'll be right back.
Speed limit 55. Right turn only. Exit here. With some signs, it's clear what you're supposed to do. But heart attack warning signs aren't always this obvious. They can feel like arm pain, nausea, dizziness, shortness of breath, fatigue. If you experience the warning signs, call 911 and know that at Tenova Healthcare, we're here to help when you need us.
Twin Lakes is your local knowledgeable and friendly source for all things connectivity. We strive every day to deliver reliable, cutting-edge communication solutions. From broadband internet to HDTV, reliable voice, security, and smart home solutions, we have what you need and want. But that's not all. We have 7 local offices staffed by your friends and neighbors. We are your community partner and care about taking our areas forward. We want to create quality jobs, opportunities for our youth, partner with local organizations to make a difference, and so much more. Stop by and say hi or visit us online at twlakes.coop. TN cert number C-0026.
It's that time of the year again when temperature is dropping and folks are enjoying the crisp air. This means it's also time to schedule your fall maintenance. Before you ask your poor furnace to keep you warm all winter long, let our technicians come tune up your system for maximum performance. Call Condition Heating and Cooling, your Carrier factory authorized dealer, to save the most energy dollars all winter. Carrier, turn to the experts.
Conditioned heating and cooling.
Fentress County Register of Deeds Trish Slavin has one thing to say: Go Dragons! Everyone in the Register of Deeds office is so proud of each and every one of you. You have had an outstanding season, and we know it will continue during the playoffs all the way to the Blue Cross Bowl in Cookeville. So go Dragons from Fentress County Register of Deeds, Trish Slavin.
And back here where I think it was, I believe it's Trevor Threet. They're helping him off the field. He may have had maybe a concussion. We're not sure, but he is being helped off the field, so he's probably done for the night. As it's now for the line, 2nd and goal from the 5-yard line. On top, 28-7.
Second down goal, Red Bank.
And 2nd and goal now for the Lions. They bring Jackson back in the Wildcat. And you can bet he's coming over this right side. He's got plenty of people out in front of him. He cuts back inside, dances into the end zone for a touchdown, Lions. 34-7 now with 8:21 left to go here in the third quarter, and the Lions score for the 5th straight time. York's defense just has been decimated here tonight. York gives up yet another touchdown, and it's 34-7. And the Lions are about one score away from having this thing into the mercy rule. And then some York has not had this year. York has not lost a game. I guess their biggest loss this season as far as point-wise was to the guys from Coalfield, and they lost that one by 14, but they trailed this one by 28. Now make it 28 as he drills the extra point. It's 35-7 with 8:21 to go in the third.
He's on the 30. He's on the 20. He's on the 10. It's a touchdown.
There's nothing like football. The lights, the cheers of the crowd, and getting a chance to see our local athletes and kids give it all they've got. Come to a game. Support our local schools. Upper Cumberland Federal Credit Union, a better way to bank. Federally insured by NCUA. Online at ucfcu.org.
Well, the York Dragons find themselves now down by 4 scores as the Lions offense just been able to go through the York defense like Epsom salts, folks. Yeah, they just roll in this game. They have scored on every single possession, and now are up 35-7. York with Threet going out. Trevor Threet getting injured a moment ago. He went out of the game, and now Red Bank will kick it off. Velasquez will kick it off. Velasquez will kick off, and York got a couple of men deep, and we'll see what Velasquez does here. York trails 35-7 with 8:21 to go in the third, and this one's another short kick, going to be taken to the 20 and dropped there by Miller, but now Miller picks it up, gets up to the 27, 28-yard line, dives ahead. And that's going to be 1st and 10 for the Dragons at the 28-yard line. And you hate to say must mode, but York right now is in a must-score mode as they're trailing by 4 touchdowns with 8:14 to go in the third. There's still plenty of time, but York's, as we said, not a real quick hit offense as far as if they get a player broke away, they can get a big hit. But this Lions team very quick, and York's not been able to break the big play all tonight. They did score once tonight. Now you're going to hand it off to the back, and that is hit and dropped as going up the middle that time was the Dragons' Rexroad, and Rexroad was hit, lifted up in the air, and another line laid the wood to him, knocked him down. And he gets about a yard on the carry, so 2nd and 9 now for York. York just has not been able to move the ball. And now Lefevue will get under center. Got the 3-man backfield. They'll roll it to the right. Lefevue looking, he's going to throw one down. Got a man out there, and that one's just out of the reach of the Dragons as the intended receiver, Austin Johnson, just out of his reach. So that'll make it 2nd down and 9, or 3rd down and 9 now for York. York has a 3rd and 9 on this one. And they've got to get all the way to the 38-yard line of their own 38-yard line. So 3rd and 9 now for the Dragons, and they need something here. York is in kind of, as we said, the must-score mode at this point. They're trailing Dawson 3 now. York going to get called for a false start. York had somebody jump, so false start, and that just adds on to insult to injury as you're going to back up another nickel now, and it's going to be 3rd down and about 15 for the 1st down. So York got a long way to get that 1st down. 7.5 minutes left to go here in the 3rd quarter, and the Lions on top, 35-7 here at Red Bank High School. York going to come back up now. He got Dawson Threet in the backfield now. Dawson come in after the injury to Cooper. Now they'll drop back. They're looking. They're going to throw one down. Got a man out there. And, almost great catch by Halabad Murdoch. He went up in the air. It was tipped up in the air. He had a hand on it, almost come down with it. But it goes incomplete at the 50-yard line. And York's got a 4th down and long. That'll send Lefevue back to punt it away. Now you're in the danger zone for York. If they punt it away here and the Lions score on another possession and go up by 35, this clock doesn't stop, and this game could be over very quickly. But it's been a long game anyway because we've already had the 25-minute injury delay and then another about a 5-minute injury delay. So we've had some injuries in this one. They'll snap this one to the up man, and that is Lefevue, and Lefevue going to come around the outside, still on his feet, dives for the 1st down. As we'll try to get back up. Our comms unit went down. We apologize. We'll get back to that in just a minute, folks, as we're waiting hopefully to get some. There we go. Now the system finally booting as we are back on, and now the kick, and now is the first punt of the night for Red Bank, and it's going to go out to 38, so York with their first stop. Red Bank with their first stop, and York will have it first and 10 with a minute to go here in the quarter. And as quick as we get back up, we'll be back on the air here in just. Tell me nothing I don't already know. And our comms unit, our Comrex unit, just a little bit of problems. As we're trying to get back on booty back up. York now with the carry, gets it over to the 30 or 50-yard line. And for some reason, very slow booting back up. And we'll see what happens here. That's going to be second and about 5 for York. As we've got 40 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. And we are hopefully going to be able to get back up here in just a moment on the air. So if you're watching this on video, I apologize, just folks. We're trying to get our audio back on the air. And now we're going to hand off up the middle. Right ahead goes, looks like Cooper for the first down.
Number 24, Cooper with the carry.
Cooper with the carry. Cooper with the carry.
Jesse Benagwa. First down, Dragon.
Cooper with the carry, and I'm getting a little bit irritated here with this equipment. As now, there we go. Let me get down here, and now back goes Probst. Probst's going to throw one out. He's got a man out there. They'll go up for it, and intercepted by the Lions at the 11-yard line. And I think, folks, hopefully we are back on the air now. And yes, we are. And York actually able to, if you just want to apologize, we did. York actually stopped the Lions. They punted. York got back. York tried the halfback option there just a moment ago. And the Lions have intercepted it again. And the Lions have it first and 10. And it looks like it's going to be the end of the third quarter. We're through 3, end of 3. It's York 35, or I should say Red Bank 35, York 7.
Dr. William Allen at Jamestown Family Chiropractic has been providing chiropractic care for equestrians for many years. From injuries, skeletal misalignments to balance and posture, Dr. Allen knows that chiropractic care can improve the equestrian's overall wellness. Whether it's work or hobby, Jamestown Family Chiropractic can help you to establish and maintain a healthy, pain-free lifestyle. Call them today at 879-8931.
And back here, Red Bank with the football after the interception at their own 13-yard line. We apologize once again. York actually getting a stop. They able to stop the Lions last time, and York needs to stop here as we start the final frame of this one. York trailing 35-7. And got to figure this equipment out. Yeah. Back goes Wilkie. Wilkie's pass batted down. Good job by the jackhammer. They tried to set up the little screen, and Josiah was there to knock it down. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 now for the Lions at their own 13-yard line.
No matter if you're starting varsity quarterback.
York really could use a stop here again. York able to stop them last time. They ran a couple of plays, a good run by Cooper, and then they tried to pass halfback option, and it was picked off by the Lions, and that's where they're at right now with a 2nd and 10, leading 35-7. They're at their own 13-yard line. Worst field position of the night for the Lions. And the snap back, they're going to hand it off to Brown. Brown gets up to the 20 and is brought down. Good tackle there by the Dragons as Lefevue brings him down at the 20-yard line, or the 15-yard line, I should say. So it's going to be 3rd now, and for the Lions, 3rd and about 7. York needing to stop here. would love to get a turnover, but York has had 2 interceptions tonight, and the Lions have not had a turnover. We thought they had a turnover in that first possession. It looked like a fumble, but they say he did not fumble. Now, quarterback gets away from one, but he's going to be dropped there. And it looks like Jared Reed, I believe, coming in and dropping him back at the 10-yard line. So the Dragons finally get some heat on the quarterback.
And number 77.
77 and 46, Josiah Headings and Jarrett Reed with the so back-to-back stops by the Dragons, but maybe too little too late in this one. As going back will be Velasquez. Velasquez will kick it away from his end zone. York could use a big return right here. And now the snap back, and they're going to get York for offsides again. He stood up, but he didn't cross the line, I don't think. And York's got a false start from on number 1 for Red Bank, and he wants himself to, he yelled, "Take me out!" So he comes out, and now he's going to back him up, and Velasquez will be punting from the end of his or back of his end zone. We'll see what York can do. They've got a couple of men back deep to receive it. York putting on the rush, almost got it kicked, but that one's going to hit at about the 20-yard line and roll out to the 34. So it's going to be about a 34-yard kick as no return as it rolls out and takes a little bit of line roll, but with 10:20 left to go, York's got a whole lot of ground to make up. 35-7 your score. The Lions scored on their first 5 possessions, and a couple of them wide open throws that was just nobody close to them. York able to stop them the last 2 times, but now the Dragons have only 10 minutes, 20 seconds to pick up 4 scores. So that's a long way to go. A whole lot of points to put on the board with just 10-20 left to play. And now the Dragons going to hand it off up the middle. That is Johnson going to be bottled up. Maybe got a half a yard. Don't think he got to maybe back to the line of scrimmage before he's brought down. York at 2nd and 10.
Brings up second down. York.
2nd and 10 yards for the Dragons. Actually 10 and about a foot. They back up the other side of the 10-yard. And York need to do something here. They are seeing their season come to an abrupt end in 9:45 if they can't put up some points. They're going to have to really put up a lot of points in a very little time. And now they'll take it, hand it off up the middle, goes Probst. Probst breaks one tackle, breaks another tackle all the way down to the 12-yard line. Good run by the Beast as he gets it to the 12-yard line. York's got a 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Just good running by Probst. Probst is so hard to bring down once he gets started downhill. He is almost impossible to bring down. And now York will come up with 9:31 left to go, trying to cut this to a 21-point game. York has actually got a couple of stops against Red Bank the last 2 defensive possessions. Could have definitely used those earlier. And now it's going to be in motion Rexroad and rolling out is Lefeview. Lefeview going to have to keep it, and that was a busted play, and Lefiew's going to be brought down right about the line of scrimmage. That one was a busted play. You could tell it looked like they were going to try to get Rexroad out there and maybe get a pitch to him. But the mistake, he is brought down right at the line of scrimmage, so that's going to make it 2nd and 10 from the 13.
Proud supporter of the Lions. Come and enjoy a $1 soft drink.
The Red Bank Lions right now look like they're going to be going on to the quarterfinals, barring a major comeback by the Dragons. And now York will take it, rolling out to his Lefeview. Lefeview looking, still looking. Still, now he's going to throw, and he's going to throw that one incomplete, as that one's going to have a flag on the play, and that's probably going to be a hold. Incomplete pass, but that's probably going to be a hold against York, judging from where they threw it at. And York has got the lion's share, pardon the pun, of penalties here tonight. As they're going to see what the call is. Still waiting on the official. 8:16 to go. We got a face mask. Oh, a face mask. against York. So that'll back them up 5 yards. Now they're going to say holding, but he actually called a face mask, so it's going to be 2nd and about 15 for the Dragons. They can get a first down without scoring. York going to take a timeout. Timeout with 8:16 to go. It's 35-7. Red Bank.
And Coach Charles Vaughn, 17 years of coaching. He took his team to the state playoffs and led them in multiple district and bowl championships. His life modeled teamwork, integrity, and hard work. I'm Joy Vaughn, and this man not only was my dad, but he was my coach. I grew up learning these values, and they are a large part of what Meadowthrift Pharmacy is founded on. Come out and support our 2017 York football team.
A big thank you now once again to the folks that are paying the fees charged by TSSAA for filming tonight's game. They're being provided by attorney Doug Jones, Meadowthrift Pharmacy, Progressive Savings Bank, and Union Bank. You can watch the replay of the game on Twin Lakes Channel 953, Comcast Cable Channel 12 Sunday at 2 p.m. And thanks once again to the sponsors of these fine sponsors. And we did find out end of 3, it's now Loudon on top of Smith County. York with the football now. Got it a 2nd and 15. They'll take the snap. Rolling backs, Lefevue looking. Lefevue's going to run with it. Now he's going to have to tuck it and run for his life. Comes back across. Now going to be ran down and going to be dropped all the way back to about the 19-yard line. So we got another penalty on the play. Now, this game actually starting at 6 o'clock, but Central Standard Time, but we are running late. We've had a couple of stops for injuries. And now we got to see, it looks like York's backing up, so I would assume the call is going to get against York. And if I said I was surprised, I wouldn't be. I'd be lying. Now York backed all the way back up to the 30-yard line, and with 8 minutes to go, York's got a 2nd and, let's see, they got to get to the 3, so a 2nd and 27. And up will come the Dragons, 2nd and 27. I don't know how many calls you have in your playbook for that, but we'll see what York does here. Got a man in motion. They'll pitch it out. It's going to be Probst. Probst going to set him. He's going to throw it again. And that one's hung up and going to be intercepted at the 5-yard line. York with their 3rd interception on the line. And the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line with 7.5 minutes to play. York with a big turnover, another turnover, and that is the 3rd interception they've had of the 9. Probst with 2. They've tried 2 halfback passes, and both of them picked off. So now it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Lions of Red Bank. Let's see, through 3 quarters, York had a total of 140 yards rushing to 147 by Red Bank. As far as throwing the ball, though, Red Bank with 179 to York 74 yards, and York with 3 turnovers. Now and that's going to be incomplete. So they say he didn't make the catch a moment ago. So I thought they said I thought he had intercepted that one, but evidently he did not. So York gets the football back, and they threw that one from the 30. I'm kind of surprised. I was looking down at my stat sheet, and it come back and York had the football. So evidently he did not hang on to the football on the interception. And now we've got an injured line down on the goal line. And we have had a lot of injuries here tonight. We've had a lot of time stoppage for injuries. And now York's going to have 4th and 27 when we return right after this.
My husband Mark and I are huge fans of the DQ $5 lunch. It's a home meal.
Plus a sundae.
For just $5. We each got chicken strips, fries, and a drink.
Plus a sundae.
Talk about a full tray.
Plus a sundae.
That's some sweet math.
Plus a
sundae.
Yeah, a sundae. I say that a lot.
Got it.
Actually, it's not just math. It's Fanonomics. Come in for the DQ $5 lunch and get your choice of one of 3 entrees, fries, and a drink, plus a sundae, all for $5. Only at your DQ. This is fan food, not fast food. For a limited time only at participating locations, excludes taxes.
hand back here where the injured player didn't get his number. He's been over here at the sideline there helping him off. He's a little gimpy on that left leg. So York with the football now, got a 4th and 27. As Leffie rolls out, he's going to dump it inside to Johnson. Johnson to the 30, Johnson to the 24, and he's going to be dropped 1st and 10 now for the Lions as they hold up and get the ball turned over on downs. York able to get in deep twice and got penalties that backed them out, and just a tough thing for York now as at the half, Loudon leads 13-12 at the half. It was Smith County leading 12-0. But Loudon with a couple back-to-back scores have taken the lead down there at Smith County, and here it's been Red Bank pretty much all night. As the Lions now have a 35-7 lead. We got 7:22 to go. And look like we got some younger Lions in there now. We got Steele Wilkie in at quarterback. The Lions scored on their first 5 possessions. They're going to give it to Brown over the left side. Brown's going to cut inside. Brown's still on his feet. Gets up to about the 26-yard line. Brown's going to get about 4 maybe on the carry. Going to make it 2nd and 6. Well, as we said, don't forget, coming up Tuesday night, we'll have basketball action as York will be at Monterey, our first basketball game of the 2017-18 season. We'll see what Coach Russell Tays and Coach Tanya Brown has in store on their team to start the season for York at Monterey. And right now, it looks like York's football season coming to an end. We will have York cannot make a remarkable comeback here, we'll have basketball on Friday as well. As now the snap, they're going to be the quarterback keeper. He's going to go straight ahead, get to the 31-yard line before he's brought down by Josiah Headings. Josiah with the stop. The jackhammer makes it a 3rd and 4. And a week from tonight, since if York can't come back in this one, we'll have the live broadcast of Pickett County and DeKalb County on WDB. Be sure to join us. That one's going to start at 5:30. So that is if we don't have football. But right now it looks like that's going to be a good possibility as we're down to 6 minutes to go, and it's a 28-point Red Bank lead, and they have the football. Snap, they're going to take it over the left side, the quarterback keeper again. All right, that's going to be the number 5, Charles Calvin Jackson. He's going to break it and go all the way in for the touchdown. A 70-yard run by Calvin Jackson on the Wildcat, and nobody close to him, just rumbles all the way down. Once he got through the initial line, he was long gone, and Jackson, that's why he's a Mr. Football candidate, folks. With runs like that, he just opened up, and once he got ahead, he just cruised on into the end zone, and now it's a 41-7 game, and if Red Bank hits the extra point, the clock doesn't stop from this point, folks, as York going to be mercy ruled if he hits this one. And this has not been York's night, folks. They have had a tough night of it. York only has 2 turnovers. We thought they would have 3, but they said that last interception wasn't. As now Velasquez puts it up and through with 5:40 to play. It's now 42-7 Red Bank.
It's time to get out and support our local teams. Hall Family Pharmacy has all the gear you need to cheer on your favorite team. Our Jamestown store has the purple and yellow for York, and our Clark Range store is stocked up with the blue and gold for Clark Range. Oh yeah, there's plenty of orange from Volunteer Traditions and Give Her 6 at both locations to cheer on the Vols. We are proud of our sports families at each school. It's fun and healthy to take pride in our state and our community, and we have all the equipment you need to look good and have a good time. Hall Family Pharmacy. Our family, your health.
Well, Red Bank puts up another touchdown, and it looks like our football season is going to come to an abrupt end here tonight as the Dragons trail by 35, 42-7. And now, once this is kicked off, the clock will not stop as you're going to be, at this point, mercy ruled. York got a couple of times, got down in close, but a couple of penalties really hurt them. And York with a couple of turnovers, some big penalties, And now the kick, this one's going to be a driving kick, going to hit, and it's going to be Drake at the 5. Drake back to the 10. Drake trying to get outside, gets up to the 15, and he cuts back the other way, coming back, got some blockers out in front. Drake trying to get some room. Now he slips and falls at the 30-yard line. So Drake makes some pretty moves, but then falls down. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Dragons at their own 35-yard line, or their 30-yard line. 5 minutes and 12 seconds left to go in this one. As York will have it at the 30-yard line. 5 minutes to go in this one. 5 minutes left to go in York's season. But don't forget, folks, basketball tips off for us. We will have basketball action on Tuesday night, York at Monterey. Then on Friday night, we will have Pickett County hosting DeKalb County. As we'll talk about that coming up at the end of the game. Right now, though, York with the football, they're going to hand it over to the left side to Rexroad. Rexroad's going to pick up about 5 before he's brought down. Rexroad's had a tough night tonight. As we go back, let's see if I can find my third quarter stats here. At the end of 3 quarters, Rexroad with only 25 yards rushing, so he's had a tough night of it. As this team from Red Bank, very quick on the outside, and it's hard to get those corners, and that's what Rexroad likes to do. He likes to get those corners and then kick in the extra gear, but he's not been able to get those corners because great pursuit by the Yellow Jackets. Now off to Probst. Probst's going to run through one, and he gets the first down up to about the 43-yard line. Going to be 1st and 10 for the Dragons as we go under the 4-minute mark. And it's speeding up the game, but of course our game running late as it is, as we were held up because of a couple of injuries on the night. One injury early in that first quarter, about a 25-minute delay on that one. And now it's going to be Probst getting the first down, and Glenn Rexroad going to get the handoff this time over the left side. Rex Rocket gets about 3 before he's brought down. And York's got some good seniors playing their last game. Ethan Probst and Heath Rexroad, both with over 1,000 yards this year. Cole Cooper will be back. He's only a junior. And you got Leffew's going to be back, but you're going to lose a couple of good players there. You're going to lose a great defensive player in Josiah Headings, first-year player, and just absolutely been a phenom for this squad. And now Leffew's going to come up with Murdoch checking back into the ball game. Murdoch also a senior. Got Rexroad in motion. This time Lefevue going to take it himself. Lefevue on the left side. He's got a first down and more. Knocked down at the 40-yard line. Going to be tripped up and dropped at right at the 40-yard line of the lines. We got 2:40 left to go in our season here tonight, folks. You're going to wrap up their football season. Tough night for the Dragons. A tough way to go out, as they've just been hammered here by the Lions of Red Bank High School. And I guess it's going to be the fitting end to what was a miserable trip down here, folks. I'm just saying. As now it's going to be Lefevue pitching it out, and the Probst's going to be behind the line, but he's going to go ahead and push all the way up to the 40-yard line. Just hard running by the beast, and he's going to see his career come to an end here tonight. We hope this young man gets a chance to play at another level, as he's one of the few players from York. He and Rexroad both that we hope will have a chance to maybe play at some other level. 2nd and 8 now from the 40 for York. We got a $1:45 left to go in this one. And it will be snap back, or hand off to Rexroad on the left side. Rexroad cutting back inside. He's going to push straight ahead, and he's going to be close to a first down, but I think he's going to get the first down. We got 90 seconds left to go in the York season. York going to finish on the season 9-3 and get knocked out in the second round of the TSSAA State Football Playoffs. So a tough loss for York, as they are going to see their season come to an end. But a good season for the Dragons. They were about an extra point away from being a slip on an extra point of being the region champions. Now they're going to throw one out. They got a man out there, and that one, York's man out there deep, had no idea where the ball was. He was cutting toward the post. He was running a post pattern while the York's run a fly pattern, and it was incomplete. And about time for one more play in York's season. As we wind it down here, a tough loss for York. Be sure to join us for basketball. All our sponsors that are on football are going to be on basketball as well. Plus, we're going to welcome Gary Maxwell. And also, now we got a penalty. York didn't get a player off the thing. It's going to be a legal substitution. Oh, yeah, throw that flag with 25 seconds to go. Yeah, that's good. Throw that flag with just 25 seconds to go. It ain't cold enough out here as it is. Pretty fast flag out there with the call, and now it's going to be York, the final play of the ball game. Right the middle goes Big Josiah heading. He's going to pound all the way to the 22-yard line, and that's your final play. The York Dragons fall here in the second round of the TSSAA state tournament as they fall by a final of 42-7. Don't go away. We'll be back in just a minute to take a final look at the 2017 season.
Ventures Farmers Co-op, happy to be a proud sponsor of York Dragon football. We wish you a winning season. Every game is a success when you have played your best. Ventures Farmers Co-op, bringing you quality products from feed, seed, and fertilizer, to automotive, to animal health and pet products, to gas, diesel, and propane, to clothing and boots for the family and a gift shop. All this and much more at Ventures Farmers Co-op, 1219 Old Highway 127 South, Jamestown. Go Dragons!
As a former educator and now York County executive, J. Michael Cross is a proud sponsor of the York and Clark Range sports programs. His passion for the betterment of Fentress County, his vision and determination are all evident in his life. He has plans to see the people of Fentress County prosper by making wise use of every available resource. And J. Michael Cross has the wisdom to keep his ear tuned to the needs of the people.
It's me, Cherie Sells here, and I want you to stop driving a car that turns your stomach. So chuck it during my leftover exchange sale, and you could get up to $5,000 more than it's worth. Plus, don't let bad credit leave you napping on the couch. If you're snoozing, you're losing. My For the People credit approval process is a feast of approvals. I'm Cherie Sells, your dealer for the people. Feast your eyes on all the cars at kcchevy.com. We're the dealership in the cow pasture. Hurry, this deal's done on November 30th.
Credit requires bank approval. Negative equity may be refinanced. Vehicle purchase price affects actual trade allowance.
Well, back here where the York Dragons see their season come to an end here tonight. Some good seniors playing their last game here tonight. We wish them the best in whatever pursuits they have after this, but a tough way to go out here tonight as they lose in round 2 of the TSSAA state playoffs, 42-7 to the Red Bank Lions. Welcome to the Progressive Savings post-game show. We'll be back to take a look at the stats from this one. I don't know if we'll get a chance to talk with Coach Derwin Wright or not, but we'll take a look at the stats. We'll take a look at what's coming up for us next week in basketball. All that's coming up here on the Progressive post-game show.
Cheer this year for all our school teams and activities. Get behind our local schools. Join the parent-teachers group and help improve the quality of education. Sponsor school activities. Go to a ball game, hear a concert, reach higher. Progressive Savings Bank, insured by FDIC.
Everything we do, it's true. We do for you.
Well, the York Dragons saw the Red Bank Lions score on 7 of 8 of their possessions. So they scored, or 7 of 9 of their possessions. They had 2 possessions they did not score on. They just came out and a very good play by the Lions as they roll over York here tonight, 42-7, sending York home and wrapping up the Dragons season at 9-3. Let's take a quick look at some of the stats. I don't know if we'll get a chance to talk Coach Derwin Wright because we are quite a ways away from the field. I don't know if he'll get up here or not, as it's going to be maybe tough for him to get up here. Let's take a look at what York did. York had a total of 213 yards rushing to Red Bank's 221. Passing, York had 80 yards to 179 for Red Bank. York had 2 turnovers in the ball game. Total yards, Red Bank 400 to York's 293. And York, as I said, had 2 interceptions on the night, and they were shut down pretty much from the word go. York just could not get anything going offensively, and the Lions could not be stopped defensively. As you look at their scoring, let's take a look at what happened as far as the scoring in this one. It was with 7:07 to go in the first quarter. Red Bank got a 13-yard from Zay Brown, and the extra point made it 7-0. Then with 3:40, Calvin Johnson hit a 56-yard pass from Maddox Wilkie, and the extra point made it 14-0. At the 25-second mark, Ethan Probst had a 23-yard pass from Landrick Lefevue. The extra point was good. It was 14-7. Then in the second half, it was all Red Bank as David Crosby, a 55-yard pass from Wilkie. The extra point made 21-7. And then it was Zay Brown, a 7-yard run. That extra point good is 28-7. Calvin Johnson, a 5-yard run, and that was with 35-7. And Calvin Johnson, a 70-yard run, made it 42-7. York wraps up their season here tonight with a final score of 42-7. We're going to take our final timeout, and I don't know if we'll get a chance to talk with Coach Derwin Ryan, but if we do, we will. If we don't, we'll talk about football or basketball. That's coming up next here on the Progressive Post-Game Show.
It's football time on the mountain. At Progressive Savings Bank, we know running your small business is a lot like coaching a team. You call the plays that drive your business towards success, and we're your #1 fan. After all, you provide the products, the services, and jobs that keep our local economy moving forward. We partner with small businesses to help you reach your financial goals with free business checking and flexible financing to help operate and grow your business with the right financial equipment to keep you in the game. This is Mark Justice wishing our York Dragons a successful football season. We are proud once again to sponsor Dragon First Downs. Progressive Savings Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back here on the post-game show where York comes up short here tonight and falls 42-7 to Red Bank as York sees their season come to an end. They finished with a 9-2 mark. And playing very, very well have been the Dragon, or 9-3 mark, I should say. York ended up just short here in this one by falling 42-7. Coming up next week, folks, it's basketball time. That's right. We will open our basketball season coverage with York at Monterey. That's coming up on Tuesday night. We have a live broadcast of that at 6. And now coming up on Friday night, it will be the season opener for the Pickett County Bobcats. And we're going to have that live on WDEB. Plus, be sure to check out our new channel on Twin Lakes Cable, channel 954, the Pickett County channel. We are going to have all Pickett County games on channel 954. Be sure to join us Friday when our newest member of the broadcast team, Delane Cross, brings you live play-by-play of Pickett County basketball. That should be exciting, as that's something we're going to have on Twin Lakes Cable, channel 954 this season. We'll be carrying all of the Pickett County basketball games, and then on 953 and Comcast Cable channel 12 along with WDB, we'll have the York and Clark Range basketball games as the season gets ready to tip off. York loses it here tonight. Your final 42-7. A big thank you to all our sponsors for this season. First of all, for Progressive Savings Bank for our pre- and post-game shows. For Fentress County Farmers Co-op, First Volunteer Bank, Dairy Queen of Jamestown, Mike Cross, Fentress County Executive, State Representative John Mark Wendell, Hall's Family Pharmacy, Jamestown Family Chiropractic, Conditioned Heating and Cooling, Twin Lakes Telephone Cooperative, Medithria Pharmacy, Upper Cumberland Federal Credit Union in Clark Range, I should say, Pizza Hut of Jamestown, also Jamestown Regional Medical Center and Casey Frontier Chevrolet. And we'll thank Register of Deeds Trish Slavin, who come on for tournament action. And also big thank you to State Representative Kelly Kiesling, State Senator Ken Yeager, also Coach Derwin Wright Sports Show, brought to you by the Union Bank in Jamestown. And don't forget Friday Night Thunder coming up here in just a few minutes. We'll have Friday Night Thunder coming up, let's see, in about... Well, where are we at now? We're about 15 till 9, so in about an hour and 15 minutes, we'll have the Friday Night Thunder, and that continues next week as well. Be sure to join us. Next week will be the last week of Friday Night Thunder for the 2017 season as well. Well, don't see Coach Derwin Wright making his way over here, so we're going to wrap it up because we got a long drive home, and I don't know, are we going to go back through the way we came in? No, Jordan said we can't go back in the way we come in because Well, the road was terrible, folks. Anyway, we're going to say a big thank you to all our sponsors, a big thank you to all our listeners, and be sure to catch this coming up on Sunday, 2 p.m. on Comcast Cable Channel 12, Twin Lakes Cable Channel 953. And don't forget, coming up on Tuesday night, it's York at Monterey. Basketball tips off here on WDB. And then on Friday, it'll be Pickett County hosting DeKalb County in their season opener. So be sure to join us for that. Until then, for 15104 Sports, I'm Gary Clark. For Jordan Walker, we'll see you at the game.